hearing loss are twice as likely to develop dementia. Hi, this is Elizabeth.
And JT Kraft at EBA Hearing. Our mission is about more than selling hearing aids.
We want to educate our friends and family on the hazards of untreated loss and unprotected exposure to noise.
The most important thing you can do is protect your hearing. But if you have a hearing loss, please don't wait. Correct it today.
EBA Hearing, 674-8920. That's 674-8920.
Have you been to the showroom at Thompson Master Masons? If you're thinking about doing a masonry project, you need to stop by and check it out. Thompson's is located on the corner of Broadway and 11th in Sheridan, with a showroom full of brick and stone samples. They offer both man-made and natural stone. As a matter of fact, Thompson Master Masons has the widest selection of stone, block, and brick in town. Wholesale or retail, contact Thompson Master Masons.
Governor Mark Gordon urged
rooting for the home team is the Wyoming way, and the banks of Buffalo, Gillette, and Sheridan are the 307's biggest fans. Banking with us means you're doing more than ever to support school sports because your money stays right here in our community. We're proud to recognize our hard-working athletes with youth sponsorships, and the local difference means the familiar faces you know and trust for your banking needs are the same ones cheering with you up in the stands. BuffaloFed.Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This broadcast brought to you in part by One Health, focused on caring for our communities, one person at
the biggest years for wagering and participation. And a Crook County father and son are facing felony.
Get off the bench and into the game on 1410 KWYO Sheridan.
And very good evening, everybody. Trevor Jackson back with you as we get ready for big matchup tonight. The Sheridan Broncs and the Cheyenne T-Birds. We are here in the capital city. Both teams undefeated. Something's got to give. We are really looking forward to it. We'll continue right after this. We'll take a look at tonight's 4A football matchups right after this.
Are you tired of dealing with complicated bank switches? At First Federal Bank and Trust, we understand that where you bank matters, and switching to the right bank should be a breeze. Introducing ClickSwitch, your ultimate solution to hassle-free direct deposit transfers. With ClickSwitch, we automatically move your recurring direct deposits from your old account to your new account. It's simple, safe, and takes just minutes. When you bank with First Federal, you're not just a customer, you're a valued member of the community. We take pride in living and working right alongside you, contributing to the growth of our local economy. First Federal Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Elizabeth.
And JT with EBA Hearing and Sound. Hearing well is living well, and we're here to help.
Not only are we able to provide premier hearing aid technology with Bluetooth and AI, but we can address the environment in which you are hearing.
Our sound consultation services tailor solutions to fit your needs. Whether at work, at church, or at home, if you're struggling to hear, we can help.
Call EBA Hearing and Sound today, 674-8920. That's 674-8920.
This is Clancy Glenn, Sheridan College Rodeo Saddle Bronc athlete and last year Central Rocky Mountain Region Saddle Bronc champ, along with 2023 TNFR qualifier. Come support the Sheridan College Rodeo team at the Pat Hamilton Memorial Rodeo this weekend at the Sheridan County Fairgrounds. Rodeo performances are at 6 p.m. on Friday and Saturday nights with a Sunday performance at 10. Support your Sheridan General Rodeo team at home September 29th through October 1st for the Pat Hamilton Memorial Rodeo at the Sheridan County Fairgrounds. It's free to attend. Hope to see you there.
Why be a nameless face at the big box stores when you can visit us at Hospital Pharmacy? Hi, this is Mandolyn Meyer. At Hospital Pharmacy, we get to know our customers and their health needs. Keep all your prescriptions in one place with a pharmacist that knows and cares about you. Visit your hometown, family-owned pharmacy at 2 great locations.
Hometown Pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
The law offices of Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing has offices in Sheridan and Casper ready to protect the freedoms and rights of the citizens of Wyoming. Michael Lansing, Nicole Soto, and Wade McCool provide competent local legal counsel focused on small businesses, real estate transactions, guardianships, employee protections, and personal injury. Michael, McColl, and Wade will aggressively, timely, and ethically protect your rights 24/7. Proud to support all local youth activities.
Camco Federal Credit Union was established in 1971, and in the years since, we have continued to take pride in caring for our community and its financial needs. When you open an account at Camco FCU, you aren't just a customer, you're a member, a part owner. We are staffed with a team ready to assist you.
Whether it's establishing or building credit, opening a savings account, or getting the benefits of our rewards checking, join Camco Federal Credit Union and become a part owner today. Camco Federal Credit Union, member NCUA and equal housing lender.
Need screen printed and embroidered items? Well, whatever you need, Kilpatrick Creations is the go-to local company for these types of items. If it's or stitched, we are the ones to help you. Give us a call first. We're here to help you and want to help you with your imprinted garment or accessory needs. We've been in the business and serving Sheridan County for over 20 years. We have the experience, talent, and selection of goods that allows us to help you promote your business, club, or event in the best, most affordable way possible. Come see Kilpatrick Creations for all your screen printed or embroidered needs.
As a premier sponsor, we're so excited for this year's WYO Film Festival. Hey, this is Cindy with ERA Carroll Realty. This is a weekend you don't want to miss. It all starts with Friday feature film on September 28th, followed by Saturday and Sunday lineup of thought-provoking, humorous, and action-packed movies, movie shorts, and documentaries. Find out more and get your tickets at wyofilmfest.org.
Welcome back, everybody, as we continue to roll, taking a look at tonight's 4A football matchups. The Battle of the Undefeateds right here for you tonight. The Sheridan Bronx at Cheyenne East in the capital city. Both teams are at 5-0. Other matchups tonight have 3-2 Thunder Basin at 4-1 Campbell County in the Battle of Gillette tonight. Number 4-1 Natrona County, ranked 4th this week, is at 1-4 Rock Springs. Cheyenne Central is 2-3. They'll play at winless 0-5 Cheyenne South, and winless Laramie at 0-5 will play at 1-4. Quick break. We'll come back. Our Sheridan Media's Kevin Coyle's Football History Minute coming up next.
Planning a project that requires block, brick, or steel? You need to contact the folks at Thompson Master Masons. They have the largest selection of brick and stone in town and 38 years of experience behind their work. Chances are, if it can be done, they've done it. Let Thompson's help you choose the best application for your specific project, residential or commercial. Give Thompson Master Masons a call, 672-7971, or stop by their showroom at 135 East 11th Street.
Do you have family coming to town and not enough room in your home to accommodate them? Book them a room at the Candlewood Suites in Sheridan. They'll enjoy features like fully equipped kitchens that include a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding views of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites, knowing they'll feel right. Call the Candlewood 2100.
For Sheridan Media Sports, I'm Kevin Coyle with your Sheridan County High School football history report for Week 5 of 2023. Information courtesy Wyoming-football.com. For Sheridan at Cheyenne East, this game kicks off Friday at 6 p.m. Sheridan won the first meeting between the two teams in 1960, while Cheyenne East got its first win in 1961. Sheridan leads the series between the two teams 33-14, including the postseason, and won twice last year, including the state championship game. As far as games at Cheyenne East go, Cheyenne East leads the series 9-8. Sheridan's longest winning streak versus East is 8, from 1980 to 1987, and from 2004 to 2013. No games played between 2005 and 2008. While East's longest win streak versus Sheridan is 3, from 2020 to 2022. Sheridan has shut out East 6 times, the last in 1986, while East has shut out Sheridan 2 times, the last in 1978. Sheridan's largest margin of victory versus East is 49 in 1984, 49 zip, while East's largest margin of victory versus Sheridan is 39 in 1961, which was the first time the two teams played at East, 39 zip. The most points that Sheridan has scored in a game versus East is 56 in 2009, 56-21, while the most points that East has scored in a game versus Sheridan is 51 in 2001, 51-48. The two teams have never had a game versus each other go to overtime. For Bighorn at Wheatland, this game kicks off Friday at 6 p.m. Bighorn won the first meeting between the two teams in 2012, while Wheatland got its first win in 2020. Bighorn leads the series 8-2. As far as games at Wheatland go, BH leads the series 4-1. Bighorn has shut out Wheatland one time in 2016, 53-zip, while Wheatland has never shut out Bighorn. BH's longest win streak versus Wheatland is 7 from 2011 to 2016, while Wheatland's longest win streak versus Bighorn is 2 from 2020 to 2021. Bighorn's largest margin of victory versus Wheatland is 53 in 2016, 53-zip, while Wheatland's largest margin of victory versus BH is 10 in 2020, 30-20. The most points that BH has scored in a game versus Wheatland is 56 in 2012, 56-24, while the most points that Wheatland has scored in a game versus BH is 30 in 2011, lost 31-30, and in 2020, won 30-20. The two teams have never had a game versus each other go to overtime. For Tongue River at Torrington, this game kicks off Friday at 6 p.m. Torrington won the first meeting between the two teams in 2020, while Tongue River got its first win in 2022. Torrington leads the series 2-1. As far as games at Torrington go, Torrington leads the series 1-0. Neither team has ever shut out the other. Torrington's longest win streak versus TR is 2 from 2020 to 2021, while Tongue River's longest winning streak versus Torrington is the current one-game streak that started last year. Torrington's largest margin of victory versus Tongue River is 28 in 2021, 42-14, while Tongue River's largest victory versus Torrington is 35 last 14. The most points that Tongue River has scored in a game versus Torrington is 48 last year, 48-13, while the most points that Torrington has scored in a game versus Tongue River is 42 in 2021, 42-14. The two teams have never had a game versus each other go to overtime. With your Sheridan County High School Football History Report, I'm Kevin Coyle for Sheridan Media Sports.
And thanks a lot, Kev, as we continue tonight. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll hear from Bronx head coach Jeff Mowry as they get ready for the battle of the year so far, both undefeateds tonight here in Cheyenne. We'll hear from Coach Mowry next.
Farmers Co-op, home of the 99-cent soda, invites you to start your day off right with that first cup of Morning Joe and a little something to go from their awesome bakery rack. Then come back for lunch. By now, I know you've heard me talk about their mouth-watering sausages, but they also have a variety of hot and cold sandwiches along with a soup of the day. They really do have it all at Farmers Co-op, 1450 Coffeen Avenue in Sheridan.
Are you ready to celebrate? We are. This is David Hubert with First Bank of Wyoming. You're invited to our grand opening celebration of our newly built branch on Thursday, September 28th from 4 to 7 p.m. Great company to mingle with, special giveaways, and more. Mark your calendar because you won't want to miss out. The festivities will be held at our new location at 460 East Brundage Lane on September 28th. We'll see you there. First Bank of Wyoming, Division Glacier Bank, member FDIC.
Game day fever is here. Come show your Sheridan Bronx football team at McGregor Steakhouse. Stop in pregame, postgame, or during for some delicious appetizers like the signature bacon bites, Wisconsin cheese curds, or wings. Raise your game day spirits with their handcrafted cocktails. Bring your fellow Bronx supporters your loudest cheers and make McGregor Steakhouse your game day destination. McGregor Steakhouse, the family-friendly steakhouse of Sheridan, 549 Midland Road.
Have you been in to see Sheridan YO sports cards yet? It's the spot to get your hands on incredible sports cards and memorabilia. Sheridan's premier spot for buying cards. All major sports cards including fighting, wrestling, Pokemon, and even racing. These guys have hobby boxes for the serious collectors and packs for those getting started. Graded slabs from PSA, SGC, and if you have a big card to grade, talk to the guys to have your card submitted to PSA. Family friendly and located inside Sheridan Stationery Books and Gifts, 535 North Main, open 7 days a week.
Rooting for the home team is the Wyoming way, and the banks of Buffalo, Gillette, and Sheridan are the 307's biggest fans. Banking with us means you're doing more than ever to support school sports because your money stays right here in our community. We're proud to recognize our hard-working athletes with youth sponsorships, and the local difference means the familiar faces you know and trust for your banking needs are the same ones cheering with you up in the stands. BuffaloFed.Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. For all your plumbing demands, choose A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair. commercial, residential, new construction, remodel jobs, and all repairs in between. A-plus plumbers and appliance repair, because they are number one in a number two business. Call 672-9454. That's 672-9454.
This broadcast brought to you in part by One Health, focused on caring for our communities one person at a time. One Health's integrated care model has been recognized throughout the state of Wyoming and combines primary and behavioral health under one roof. With locations in Sheridan, Powell, Lovell, and Grable, Wyoming, One Health improves the well-being of everyone by providing accessible, quality health care for the whole community. Visit onechc.org for more information.
At WearingSheridan.com, you can see most every vehicle on their lot. In fact, you can see about 25 different photos of every vehicle. You can request information on the vehicle you're interested in. You can fill out a credit application, even schedule service work. Check it out, WearingSheridan.com, and experience the Wearing way of buying vehicles 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. WearingSheridan.com. Bookmark it. Full-service dealership at 107 East Alger, WearingSheridan.com.
And welcome back, everybody. Time now to hear from head coach Jeff Mowry. Time for the First Federal Bank and Trust pregame show. My visit with the head coach is coming up right after this from First Federal Bank and Trust.
Are you tired of dealing with complicated bank switches? At First Federal Bank and Trust, we understand that where you bank matters, and switching to the right bank should be a breeze. Introducing ClickSwitch, your ultimate solution to hassle-free direct deposit transfers. With ClickSwitch, we automatically move your recurring direct deposits from your old account to your new account. It's simple, safe, and takes just minutes. When you bank with First Federal, you're not just a customer, you're a valued member of the community. We take pride in living and working right alongside you, contributing to the growth of our local economy. First Federal Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Well, Jeff, we get ready to go against the Chinese T-Birds, and quite a matchup, really, as we just talked about overall. The last two undefeated teams in 4A are going to play in this good matchup. A little bit of history going back to even last year in November at the state championship. We were able to get them in that game, and I know that Chinese has scratched their head a few times after they played you, but again, last year they had one heck of a football team, and they've got another really, really good football team this year.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Trevor. You know, last year's East team was one of the fastest teams I've seen in high school football. They could flat get up and down the field, and they had multiple guys that anytime they caught the ball or were running the ball could take it 80 or 90 yards. And I thought that was probably the fastest high school football team I've seen in the last 10 years. And, well, I'm going to change my mind. I think this year is a little bit faster. In fact, Coach McEwen, watching Cheyenne East film, said, is their film just a little bit faster than everybody else's? I mean, they just are fast, and they get around the field offensively, defensively, and special teams. It's an impressive team to watch.
You know, the thing is we haven't seen them yet, obviously, but the two head-scratchers I had, they boat raced Natrona and Thunder.
Yep.
They whooped them, and Thunder especially. They really put a whooping on them.
Yeah, you know, they got out early, and they're doing that right now. They're getting out early, and they put teams in a bad spot, and their offense is such that they'll go 80 yards in 3 plays, sometimes one play. They just have speed all over the field. And so if you're not disciplined defensively, you just get behind the ball, and they find a weakness, and they capitalize on somebody making a mistake. And that's really what they do, is they capitalize on unsound things, and they're doing a great job of it right now. You know, they're averaging 52 points and 450 yards of offense. And so we've just got to slow that down somehow.
You know, capitalizing on things like that, it kind of sounds what the Sheridan Bronx do to people too.
Yeah.
Capitalize on their mistakes.
Yep, you're exactly right. And that's what we've prided ourselves on the last few years. They do it in such an up-tempo fashion. It's a little different than we do. You know, we're a no-huddle system, but we take our time coming to the line. They are on the ball right now, and as fast as the ref can set it, they're going to be running a play. It's really impressive the way they've got their system going. And, you know, to top that off, too, they've also had some huge special teams plays this year. They've had punt returns that have been returned to the house, or returns that have set up short field positions. And, you know, a fast team like that, special teams definitely are in their favor.
Let's talk about, you know, last week you and I talked the run-up to the Thunder Basin game where really the guys were ready to go because the starters knew they were going to be in there for 4 quarters probably. Yep. It was going to be a brawl. Well, guess what? They get to do it for the second week in a row. And I can't imagine that you didn't have their attention this week.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's easy for guys to get up to this week. You know, there's all the press and the media about 1 versus 2. And, you know, the last 4 years, the state champion has been out of this matchup. It's been East or Sheridan the last 4 years. And so these games are big and they're exciting and everybody knows each other's names, and it's going to be a 4-quarter battle for sure. And our kids, they're definitely up for it. And we had Coach Julian speak with our team on Tuesday, and that's exactly what he said. If you can't get up for this week, there's something wrong with you, because if you're playing football, this is an exciting time. You want the best, and that's exactly right. That's what we want, is we want to face the best we can, and Cheyenne East is definitely that.
The thing is, you don't want to build it up too much, because this cannot be the be-all to end-all game.
Yep.
Because you got a lot of football to play, and there's a lot of playoffs out there. Probably going to play them again.
Yep.
Probably going to play Thunder Basin again. So these matchups are going to happen. But the winner really has the upper hand in this, it looks like, as far as seeding for the playoffs.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Trevor. We're probably going to see this team again. Most times in the last few years, we've seen this team at least twice. 2020, they beat us twice. 2021, we went 1-1. And then last year, we played them twice again. And so really, really will see them probably 2 times this year, and at least we're hoping to. And it's going to be a battle. And so you're right. This game does not define our season. This game does not define our team. Whatever's going to happen Friday night is we're going to become a bit better on Monday. So whatever happens, win, lose, or draw, we're going to be a better football team on Monday because of what we do on Friday night.
Let's talk about East. We already talked a little bit about them. They got some dogs.
Yep.
And there's a lot of juice in this game, isn't there? I mean, there's just a lot of moving parts and things going on, because, obviously we're talking about them a lot, but they're going to have to deal with the Sheridan Bronx too.
Yeah, Trevor, there's a lot of players out there that have some really impressive stats. You start with Cheyenne East and their quarterback, Cam Hayes, number 17, started a year ago, had a phenomenal junior year All-State player, returns this year and is just tearing it up. In the first half of the Thunder Basin game, he was 19 of 21 for 300 yards and I think 4 or 5 touchdowns. Last week in Rock Springs, with a minute and a half left in the first quarter, they were up 48-0. I mean, their offense is just incredible, and it all goes through Cam Hayes. He's the trigger man, and he has, I think, 15 touchdowns and 1 interception. And it might be 19. I might take that back. Let's see. Looking at the stats here, yeah, he's got 18 touchdowns and 1 interception, and so a quarterback rating way over 200. I mean, he's just flat out impressive, and one of the guys he throws it to a lot is Drew Jackson, and if you're a football fan, you probably recognize his uncle and his dad's names from the late 90s. They were impressive players and went on to play college ball, and he's just the same. He's fast, explosive, and will make you miss. If you're in open space, you better get on his legs, because he's going to make you look foolish. He's good. And so we've got to keep those guys in front of us and make sure we know where they're at all times. And that being said, they have other guys that can hurt you as well.
So one of the things, you can't shut them down.
Right.
I mean, you hear about, using basketball as an example. Like they talk about certain players. You can't shut them down, but you try to limit the damage they can do. Is that kind of, I just would think it would be unrealistic to think, well, we're going to put this package in and we're going to shut these guys down. Not going to happen.
No, you're not going to shut this offense down. There's no way. And their defense is such that it's aggressive, and they're trying to cause disruptions, and they do a good job there too. And, you see the huge score discrepancies in all their first games. And so what we've got to do is limit their offense. Yeah, we've got to keep the ball in front of us and make them drive. If we put them on the 20, we got to make them drive 80 yards. And if they do it in 2 or 3 plays or even 5 plays, we're in a bad way. We've got to force them to make 15 good plays in a row before they can score. And if we do that, they're going to get worn down a little bit. And then offensively, we've got to get first downs. You watch the Thunder Basin, the Natrona game. At the beginning of those games, their defense causes multiple 3-and-outs and punts and gets them good field position, and they go score again. We've got to, even if we don't score, we've got to change field position and put a long field in front of them, get 3 or 4 first downs and a good punt, pin them deep, and make them drive the field again, and try to keep their offense off the field as much as possible.
Do you play them any different, or is this, hey, you call the plays? Is this going to be, here's the Bronc offense, and here we go, and it's going to be man on man, and who can get it done, I guess.
Yeah, I think we plan just like we would any other opponent, as we look for things that we think we can capitalize against their defense or their offense, and they're doing the same thing. And so, we knowing that we've got to secure the ball and we've got to move the ball a little bit more deliberately, we game plan for that for sure. But we're not putting in a new offense and we're not putting in a new defense just for Cheyenne East, because, like you said earlier, this game doesn't define our season. This game doesn't define our team. Whatever happens Friday night, we're going to be better because of it on Monday, and so that's the whole goal.
We've seen college teams, especially, that play that real up-tempo style, and that's what the guys are going to see. To me, it's always seems like it really puts a lot of pressure on defensive teams, because you really got to be ready on just every snap. Otherwise, they might just be putting the ball in the end zone.
Yep, you're exactly right. And we're talking about 16, 17, 18-year-old young men that we've got to teach to slow down. It's going to be a fast tempo, but mentally you've got to find a way to slow yourself down, because if they get you frantic, that's exactly what they want, and they'll just keep pouring it on. And so we'll have to use some timely timeouts. We've got to substitute appropriately, and we've tried to emulate that speed as much as possible in practice, but you can't make it exactly the same. And so we've really tried to prep them for the chaos that their offense tries to create and put them in the best situation we can.
It just seems like, as we wrap it up and get ready for the game tonight, you really have to have a short memory when you play teams like this, because maybe they ding you on a couple of big plays, but you just have got to be able to stay the course. In other words, hang in there with them.
Yep, you're exactly right. A year ago at our place, we went down 14-0 in the first quarter really quickly, and it was like, okay, hold on, buckle up, because they were coming, and that third drive on offense, they came out and we got to stop, and that was huge. It kind of changed that momentum. And so if you hang your head, if you pout, they're gonna capitalize on it. And so we've got to be aware of, we're going to make some mistakes, and they're going to make some plays. Like you said, you can't hold this team back. We've just got to limit them, and when we do make a mistake, regather yourself, get your head right, and we're going to be okay.
You play them in the championship game last year. You're down at halftime.
Yep.
They're going to get the ball to start the third quarter, and correct me if I'm wrong, you stoned them. They had to punt, and the game flipped, and the Bronx just went out and put one on in the second half.
Yeah, that halftime was key, and I would even say right before halftime was key. They were driving, they were up, and they were driving in for what they thought was going to be another score, and our defense had a big stop. We almost got a fumble there and a scoop and score up the sideline that didn't go our way, but then we had a big sack at the end, and it stalled them out before they had a field goal or a touchdown there, and that really got our momentum going. And it wasn't a score out of the defense, it wasn't a score out of the offense, it was a stop. And so our defense then had confidence that, hey, we can go stop these guys. We kick off, and we then force the first punt of the football game on either side, and that really changed things.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Trevor.
Are you tired of dealing with complicated bank switches? At First Federal Bank and Trust, we understand that where you bank matters, and switching to the right bank should be a breeze. Introducing ClickSwitch, your ultimate solution to hassle-free direct deposit transfers. With ClickSwitch, we automatically move your recurring direct deposits from your old account to your new account. It's simple, safe, and takes just minutes. When you bank with First Federal, you're not just a customer, you're a valued member of the community. We take pride in living and working right alongside you, contributing to the growth of our local economy. First Federal Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Well, we hear from head coach Jeff Mowry. Interesting matchup tonight, just about ready to go down, and we've got it all coming up next. Stick around. Kickoff is on the way.
Is Wyoming Corporate Office your one-stop shop for everything you need for your Wyoming-based business, LLC, or corporation formulation? Yes. Service of process and mail forwarding services? Indeed. Fulfill the legal requirements for small businesses based in Wyoming? Absolutely. Wyoming Corporate Office provides the communication between your business and the state, so you don't have to. Learn more by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com today.
Have you been in to see Sheridan YO sports cards yet? It's the spot to get your hands on incredible sports cards and memorabilia. Sheridan's premier spot for buying cards. All major sports cards including fighting, wrestling, Pokemon, and even racing. These guys have hobby boxes for the serious collectors and packs for those getting started. Graded slabs from PSA, SGC, and if you have a big card to grade, talk to the guys to have your card submitted to PSA. Family friendly and located inside Sheridan Stationery Books and Gifts, 535 North Main, open 7 days a week.
Loans can help people when they need money. Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union makes loans. So does that mean Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union helps people? You bet it does. That's what it's all about. When you're a credit union member, that means you're also an owner. And practically anyone in the Sheridan area can be a member by becoming a customer. At Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union, located at 141 South Gould, member NCUA, equal housing lender.
Are you ready to turn a page on your career? McDonald's restaurants in Sheridan have an exciting opportunity. McDonald's is on the lookout for a dynamic full-time shift manager to lead the team, starting at an impressive $21 per hour. This open-to-closed position, including weekends, offers stability and opportunities for advancement. This shift manager position has a starting pay of $21 per hour. Visit McHire.com to submit your application online or drop by any McDonald's location in Sheridan to pick up an application.
Dealing with bone and joint issues? schedule a visit with Sheridan Orthopedic Associates. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons are experts in all aspects of orthopedics, focusing on sports injuries as well as joint problems from the feet, ankles, and knees to the spine and upper extremities. After all, they've been providing the area with surgical excellence and outstanding patient care for almost 50 years. Learn more about Sheridan Orthopedic Associates online at SheridanOrtho.com.
Did you know Sheridan Motors is Sheridan's only locally owned and operated new vehicle dealership? That means when we thrive, Sheridan directly benefits. We're proud to support our hometown through sponsorships, good deeds, and excellent full-time jobs with benefits. Stop by your locally owned and operated Sheridan Motors to check out our incredible selection and find out what's coming soon. We know you have a choice when it comes to shopping for new and used cars, servicing your vehicle, and purchasing tires. On behalf of Sheridan Motors' entire team, thank you for your business.
According to the Hearing Health Foundation, even those with a mild, untreated hearing loss are twice as likely to develop dementia. Hi, this is Elizabeth.
And JT Kraft at EBA Hearing. Our mission is about more than selling hearing aids.
We want to educate our friends and family on the hazards of untreated loss and unprotected exposure to noise.
The most important thing you can do is protect your hearing. But if you have a hearing loss, please don't wait. Correct it today.
EBA Hearing, 674-8920. That's 674-8920.
Have you been to the showroom at Thompson Master Masons? If you're thinking about doing a masonry project, you need to stop by and check it out. Thompson's is located on the corner of Broadway and 11th in Sheridan, with a showroom full of brick and stone samples. They offer both man-made and natural stone. As a matter of fact, Thompson Master Masons has the widest selection of stone, block, and brick in town. Wholesale or retail, contact Thompson Master Masons.
Rooting for the home team is the Wyoming way, and the banks of Buffalo, Gillette, and Sheridan are the 307's biggest fans. Banking with us means you're doing more than ever to support school sports because your money stays right here in our community. We're proud to recognize our hardworking athletes with youth sponsorships, and the local difference means the familiar faces you know and trust for your banking needs are the same ones cheering with you up in the stands. BuffaloFed.Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This broadcast brought to you in part by One Health, focused on caring for our communities one person at a time. One Health's integrated care model has been recognized throughout the state of Wyoming and combines primary and behavioral health under one roof. With locations in Sheridan, Powell, Lovell, and Grable, Wyoming, One Health improves the well-being of everyone by providing accessible, quality health care for the whole community. Visit onechc.org for more information.
According to the Hearing Health Foundation, even those with a mild, untreated hearing loss are twice as likely to develop dementia. Hi, this is Elizabeth.
And JT Kraft at EBA Hearing. Our mission is about more than selling hearing aids.
We want to educate our friends and family on the hazards of untreated loss and unprotected exposure to noise.
The most important thing you can do is protect your hearing. But if you have a hearing loss, please don't wait. Correct it today.
EBA Hearing, 674-8920. That's 674-8920.
Have you been to the showroom at Thompson Master Masons? If you're thinking about doing a masonry project, you need to stop by and check it out. Thompson's is located on the corner of Broadway and 11th in Sheridan, with a showroom full of brick and stone samples. They offer both man-made and natural stone. As a matter of fact, Thompson Master Masons has the widest selection of stone, block, and brick in town. Wholesale or retail, contact Thompson Master Masons.
Rooting for the home team is the Wyoming way, and the banks of Buffalo, Gillette, and Sheridan are the 307's biggest fans. Banking with us means you're doing more than ever to support school sports because your money stays right here in our community. We're proud to recognize our hardworking athletes with youth sponsorships, and the local difference means the familiar faces you know and trust for your banking needs are the same ones cheering with you up in the stands. BuffaloFed.Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This broadcast brought to you in part by One Health, focused on caring for our communities one person at a time. One Health's integrated care model has been recognized throughout the state of Wyoming and combines primary and behavioral health under one roof. With locations in Sheridan, Powell, Lovell, and Grable, Wyoming, One Health improves the well-being of everyone by providing accessible, quality health care for the whole community. Visit onechc.org for more information.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And again, welcome back to Cheyenne High School, everybody. Oakey Blanchard Stadium as we get ready for the ball game tonight. And the pregame went a little bit long here at Cheyenne, but we're just about ready to go. I don't know about player introductions or what we're going to get, but the marching band just leaving the field now. We're ready to kick this one off, and I guess the time for all the talk is over. It's these two teams will finally now get a chance to play. And again, both teams high-powered. Both teams scored a lot of points. Both teams don't give up many points. And it's just going to be interesting to see how this is going to go down. We do know how good Cheyenne East is, but the Sheridan Broncs are here for one thing, and that's to win a ball game. They won it last year at home, and then they won the state championship game in November against the same squad, and now they get ready to do battle again. So I'm sure that Cheyenne East has had this circled on their calendar since last November. And now we get to the starting lineups for the Sheridan Broncs. And by the way, Cheyenne East won the toss they elected to receive, and that was not much of a surprise at all. And now taking a look at the starting defense for the Sheridan Broncs, this is how the Broncs are going to go on.
My name's Ty Gilbertson. I'm number 12, and I play safety.
My name's Aiden O'Leary, number 15. I play cornerback.
My name's Jackson Lynn, number 16. I play linebacker.
I'm Cody Dunham, number 2. I play cornerback.
I'm Dane Steele. I'm number 3, and I play safety.
My name's Taryn Grooms. I wear number 34, and I play linebacker.
My name's Colin Custis. I'm number 50, and I play linebacker.
For the Broncs as well, as we get ready to roll here. And he just finished up the starting line for the Broncs. And by the way, great contingent from Sheridan making the trip down. Good to see a lot of blue and gold here in the stadium. And the Broncs, if you are watching the video web stream tonight, thank you very much. Our starting lineups brought to you by the Powderhorn, Play Where You Live. Our great sponsors, First Federal Bank and Trust, of our pre- and post-game show. And also the Powderhorn, our halftime show sponsor, and James Timberlake will be joining us at halftime to visit a little bit about, obviously we'll talk about the first half of this one and among other things, as we're just about ready to get going here. And Ty Gilbertson will put it on a tee and tee it up for the Broncs. Both teams are very dangerous in the special teams. Both teams have players that can take it all the way back. That is for sure at any given time. East has scored on big play after big play after big play. You heard Coach Mowry talk about that in the pregame show. This is a big play ball club. They're loaded with speed and athletes. The Sheridan Broncs have proven that they have the big play capability as well, as we all do know through special teams and things like that. And now we get ready to get this thing underway. Well, the anticipation is just about over. Last year, Cheyenne East jumped on the Broncs early. The Broncs were able to reel them in and then get them at the end. In the state championship game, East had a halftime lead, and the Broncs really got rolling in the second half and put them away. And it was still a pretty good ball game, of the Broncs really dominated that second half in Laramie. So here we go. Broncs in white tonight. If you are watching the live video web stream, they're road white uniforms. Cheyenne East in black. Jackson and Hondell are back deep to receive this kick. And Ty Gilbertson, I can't imagine this ball will be returnable. Ty's got a pretty good wind behind him. He has tons of touchbacks this year. If he decides to boom it away, which he does, he just rifles that out of the back of the end zone. Again, with all that great wind behind that, well, that didn't get very far off the ground, and he ripped it through the end zone. And so Cheyenne East will start off first and 10 on their own 20. Should be lots of fireworks in this ball game, imagining the way the two teams can score. It's going to be tough for the one or the other. You never know. You hope that games like this live up to the hype. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And here we go, the quarterback, Cam Hayes. They'll throw it all over the place, the running game as well. Drew Jackson plays that running back spot, but again, he is dangerous all over the field. Send a man in motion to the far side. That's going to be Jensen. Quick toss to Jackson. Try to get him around the left side. And the Broncs will finally drag him down just shy of the 30. A gain of 9 on first down for Drew Jackson. Just a quick toss. Again, East right back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the next snap. They do not wait. They spot the ball, and they're going to snap it. Hayes calls out a play, and he's going to keep it himself running left. He'll have the first down, pick up about 3 as he crosses the 30 to about the 32. And Hayes a dangerous runner in his own right. Both teams have those type of players, though you can't key on one guy to try to shut him down. First and 10 for East. They'll spot the ball at their 33-yard line. Hayes will throw for the first time, and it's going to go for no gain. Drew Jackson made the catch, but he's dropped immediately. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 coming. Just a nice little quick pass out there. Broncs were all over it. Empty backfield now. 5 wides in the set. Jackson will line up as a wide receiver on the far side. 2nd and 10 for East from their own 33. Hayes to throw. Has time. Throws it underneath. It's going to be completed to Hondell, and he will be shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd about 2. Again, the short passing game is so hard to defend. It really is, because about the time you sneak up on them, they go over the top because Hayes can really sling it. 3rd and 8 for the T-Birds from their own 41. Give it to Jackson. He's hit. Will fall forward and have the first down. There was some initial receiver out there, and it's going to be a gain of about 6. On the catch that time was Nate Mirich.
On the stop for the Broncs.
Gain of 6. 2nd and 4 down there in Bronc territory at the Bronc 49-yard line. 2nd and 4. And Hayes will keep it. And he gets a hole over the right side and will be taken down inside the Bronc 40 at the Bronc 39, and another East first down. This is not surprising. This is how they move the football. This puts a lot of pressure on that defense, so you got to be ready for the snap immediately. Empty backfield again on 1st and 10 for the Sheridan 39. Hayes, quick throw to the outside again. This one's going to be caught again, and it'll be another first down, I believe. Mirich makes another catch. It'll be a first down at the Sheridan 27-yard line. Again, that quick passing game. When you got those great receivers and a quarterback that knows the offense, awful tough to stop. Jackson in motion this time, and they'll give it to him. Over the left side, we'll cut back to the middle, and he'll be dropped at about the 22, a gain of 5 on first down. 2nd and 5 coming for the T-Birds. Spot the ball at the Bronc 22. 2nd and 5. Hayes this time. Who's going to give it to Jensen, and he'll go around the left side, and he will have a first down. He'll be right at the 15-yard line of the Broncs. 1st and 10 now for East at the Bronc 15. Hayes rolling to his right to throw. Unloads it toward the end zone. It's going to be caught at the 5-yard line by Mirich. He'll be driven back at the 4. And that'll be enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the T-Birds. They'll spot the ball at the 4. So 1st and goal for East at the Bronc 4-yard line. Right down the field they went. Pretty efficient. Still haven't got it in yet. This one's going to be Jackson running left, getting to the corner, and he's in for the score. So Drew Jackson will get in for the touchdown. A 4-yard run. East scores on his first drive. So Drew Jackson from 4 yards out at the 8:46 mark of this first quarter. 80-yard drive. Colby Olsen to kick it through. The PAT is good. Broncs get the ball next. You're listening to Bronc Football on 1410 KWYO, 106.9 FM on the Range scoreboard. Cheyenne East up 7-0.
Sheridan Motors' entire team, thank you for your business.
Hi, I'm County Commissioner Christy Haswell, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Had a little bit of a glitch there. I think we are back now. 7-0 Cheyenne East on the 4-yard touchdown run from Drew Jackson. And Jackson Miller gets ready to kick this ball away. Dunham and Steele. This might be returnable. He's kicking into a pretty good wind. See what kind of a leg he has. If they kick it away, the Bronx might have a shot here. It's dead into that wind. 8:46 to go, opening quarter on the range scoreboard. 7-0 East. And here is Miller's kickoff. Low line drive. Hangs up in the wind. It's going to be Dunham from the 5. 15, 20, 25, 40. Oh, look out! He's got blockers across midfield. It's a foot race. Are they going to get him? Yes! All the way to the 11-yard line. Oh, my. Big play city, right? Right up the middle of the field. And the speed of East, they're able to run him down. 1st and 10 Bronx, now at the East 11. Now see if the Bronx can punch it in. Well, there's an answer for an 80-yard drive. An 86-yard kickoff return. 1st and 10 Bronx. Don Berrettini, the quarterback, with Taryn Grooms and Aida Gary in the backfield. It's going to be Aida this time over the left side to the 5. And let's see, they'll give him the 5-yard line. So Aida picks up 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Bronx at the just outside the 5-yard line. They don't quite give him the whole 5 or the 6. They didn't give him quite the 5. So 2nd down, and the Bronx can get a 1st down right at just inside the 1-yard line if they need it. Same set, two running backs in the backfield with Berrettini. And Berrettini gets his guys set. And this time, Naeed's going to get hit, and he'll lose about 3 or 4. Kind of the same play, except East did a good job of kind of bottling that one up. Now it's 3rd down. Be 3rd about 8. They'll spot the ball back to the 9-yard line. So let's call it 3rd and about 8 for the Bronx from the 9. Play comes in from the sidelines. Grooms, the only running back there. Berrettini rolling out to his right to throw. Looking in the back of the end zone. Got a man. He overthrew him. He had Dane Steele in the back of the end zone, but he overthrew him. And the Bronx, I believe, are going to kick a field goal here. Got to try to get points, and Ty Gilbertson will come on for a field goal. Looks like it might be about it's going to be a short one, about a 25-yarder maybe. It'll be the angle, though. He's going to kick from the left hash mark. So let's call it a 26-yard attempt for Gilbertson. Wind won't be a factor. The angle, though, it's that weird angle from that left hash mark. And the kick is away, and he drives it right down the middle. No problem for Gilby. So Gilby gets the 26-yard field goal, and the Bronx are on the board. So they answer with 3 of their own, and they'll kick the ball back to East when we come back on the range scoreboard. It's Cheyenne East 7, the Bronx 3. You're listening to high school football on 1410 KWYO, 106.9 FM.
The law offices of Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing has offices in Sheridan and Casper ready to protect the freedoms and rights of the citizens of Wyoming. Michael Lansing, Nicole Soto, and Wade McCool provide competent local legal counsel focused on small businesses, real estate transactions, guardianships, employee protections, and personal injury. Michael, McColl, and Wade will aggressively, timely, and ethically protect your rights 24/7. Proud to support all local youth activities.
Hi, this is Ken Balkenbush with Prime Rate Motors and Super Trailer Store, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, the Bronx had to settle for 3 after they Big kickoff return from Dunham. They get at least if it's the glass is half full, you got 3. And now Gilby ready to stick it on the tee again. Hondell and Jackson back. Again, the wind dying down a little bit maybe. It's been gusty all day. And it was really howling earlier, not an hour ago. But maybe it's dying down a little bit. I'm not sure. It feels like it. Here's the kick. High end over ender, not returnable. Way out of the back of the end zone. Again, the kicker should have no problem with touchbacks with this wind blowing. And Gilbertson just boomed that one out of there. So East will start off 1st and 10 on their own 20. Their second drive here, the second quarter. 7:10 to play in the first quarter. And here come the T-Birds. That first drive was pretty slick, pretty impressive. Spread the ball all over the place. And here we go again. 1st and 10 for the T-Birds on their own 20. Hayes rolling to his left this time. Sets his feet, guns it downfield. Got a man that's going to be caught. And a big first down out across the 35-yard line. Jensen makes the catch.
On the stop, Jackson Lynn.
And they will spot him right at the 35-yard line. Boy, Cam Hayes can really sling it. Ooh. As advertised. 1st and 10 for the T-Birds from their own 35-yard line. Bubble screen this time. It's going to go to Jackson. Out of the left side, makes a man miss. Another one. Then he'll be hammered down short of midfield. Boy, did he take a couple of good shots right there. A couple of those gold helmets really brought the wood on him that time. But it's a first down for East at their own 48. And here they come again. Right back to the line of scrimmage. Jensen comes in motion near side. Hayes to throw again. Steps up in the pocket. They are after him. And he fumbles the football. Beck Haswell knocked it out. But East will recover it. Oh, and a great strip by Haswell. Beck got around there, put that big old arm out there and swatted it out of his hands. The ball will be spotted now at the T-Bird 38-yard line. A loss of 10. 2nd and 20. Beck really got after him that time. He had to step up into the pocket, and he was there to clean it up. Again, a little pressure on him. Bubble screen to Jensen. Jensen looking for some room, not a whole lot there. And maybe he got a yard. That'll be it. Bronx did a nice job there. That was Jackson Lynn from his linebacker spot made the stop. No gain. Let's give him 1. 3rd and 19 coming down for the T-Birds from their own 39-yard line. So 3rd and long. Hayes to throw. They're after him again. He's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be driven out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. It'll be 4th and 12, and it looks like the East punting team will come on. So Beck Haswell strips the ball out of the quarterback's hands, taking him down. And the defense comes up with a big play there to stop the T-Birds on this second drive. Dane Steele back deep with Dunham, and here is the punt. It's a low line drive. They're going to let it go. Uncatchable. Now it's going to be Steele going back to pick it up. And I think if I asked Dane Steele why he went and picked that ball up, the ball was tracking right behind one of his teammates that couldn't get out of the way. It really took a funny bounce forward. And I think Dane thought it was going to hit him, so he just went and scooped it up. And the Bronx will have the ball on their own 17-yard line, it looks like. So kind of a heads-up play there by Dane Steele, because that ball looked like it was going to creep right up his back. So 1st and 10 Bronx from their own 17-yard line. Bronx got a stop to force the punt. And now the Bronx take over. This time Taryn Grooms gets the handoff. It's coming back. He picks up about 3 or 4, but a flag flies. It was right at the snap. Taryn took about 3 strides and the flag flew. I don't know if it was illegal motion. It might have been. So it's going to cost the Bronx 5. I think that's what the call is going to be. And we're going to get it from our referee now. Yep, that's what it was, illegal motion. I think somebody cut up field A little too quick. Still first down for the Bronx. And they'll spot the ball back inside the 15-yard line. It'll be at the 12, 13-yard line. Let's call it the 13. So 1st and 15 coming from the Bronx from their own 13. 5:28 to play in the first quarter. 7-3. Cheyenne's leading it on the range scoreboard. And a flag flies. And the Bronx get the 5 yards back as Cheyenne jumped off sides. So we'll just do it all again. 1st and 10 for the Bronx on their own 18-yard line. So we'll do it all again. Now we're back to where we started. Penalty. 1st and 10 Bronx on their own 18. Berrettini to throw. Over the middle, got him at. It's going to be caught there by Steele. Dane makes it one-man miss, gets around another, then they're going to drop him out near the 35-yard line. Boy, Dom threw that right on the money. 1st and 10 Bronx out their own 34. Gain of 16 there. Clock continuing to run. We're approaching 5 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Bronx with their second possession had to settle for a field goal on the first one. Berrettini going to throw again. Has time, going to chuck one deep, got a man, and he overthrew Dane Steele. Pretty decent coverage downfield, but Dane's open. And Dane Steele and Drew Jackson were talking. Drew was behind him by about a step, and they were kind of having a little conversation as they head back to the line of scrimmage. The Bronx took the shot there. He just overthrew him. Now 2nd and 10 coming. So 2nd and 10. Grooms back in the backfield with Naida Gary. On 2nd and 10 for the Bronx on their own 34. And it's going to be Grooms running right. Not a whole lot of room in there, and he's going to get stacked up. Got a couple. Maybe 3. We'll give Taryn 3 on that. 3rd and 7 now for the Bronx. Under 5 minutes to go on the range scoreboard here in the first quarter. Hey, great crowd for this game, and why not? When the last 2 undefeateds are playing. A lot of folks from Cheyenne, a lot of people from Sheridan came. We'll get a shot of that Sheridan crowd for you, if you haven't already seen it, on our web stream, SheridanMedia.com. 3rd and 7. And I believe we're going to get a timeout called by the Bronx. We'll get a timeout as well. Bronx down 7-3 on the range scoreboard. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYL 1410 AM and 106.9 FM and our live video web stream, SheridanMedia.com.
Need screen printed and embroidered items? Well, whatever you need, Kilpatrick Creations is the go-to local company for these types of items. If it's screen printed or stitched, we are the ones to help you. Give us a call first. We're here to help you and want to help you with your imprinted garment or accessory needs. We've been in the business and serving Sheridan County for over 20 years. We have the experience, talent, and selection of goods that allows us to help you promote your business, club, or event in the best, most affordable way possible. Come see Kilpatrick Creations for all your screen printed or embroidered needs.
Hi, this is Bernie Spielman with Steeple Investments, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back after the Bronx timeout, 3rd and 7. The ball spotted for the Bronx at their own, I'll call it the 37-yard line. 3rd and 7. And now we're ready to go. Bronx gets set. Grooms in the backfield with Berrettini. And now the coaching staff looks at that defensive set. Now they'll send the play in. Here it comes. 3rd and 7. Dunham in motion. Berrettini to throw, has time. And looking for Dunham, makes the catch and a big hit. He'll have a first down in East Territory at the East 47. Oh, he took a big shot at the end of that. Nice catch. Nice throw. Great catch. Well, you know what? He took a big shot right there and hung on to the football and bounced right back up. Nice catch. 1st and 10 Bronx at the East 47. 4 minutes to go. Clock running on the range scoreboard here in the first quarter. 7-3. East leads it. Grooms in the backfield. He'll stand to the left this time of Berrettini. On first down, Berrettini to throw again. He's going to run. He's going to run. He'll go to the right side, get what he can get, and he's going to pick up about 6 or 7 yards. Good heads-up play by Dom. He looked to the left. That's where he wanted to go with the ball. Nothing there. So he just tucked it and took off, and he picks up, well, give him 6 yards to the 41-yard line of East. So 2nd and 4 for the Bronx. Another big strategy, too, that we didn't talk about much is if the Bronx can hold on to the ball and drive the field and burn some time off the clock. That's also great to keep that East offense off the field as long as you can. 2nd and 4. Give it to Grooms, and he is fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. There's not a whole lot there. It's been rough sledding for Taryn Grooms in the running game so far. Boy. No gain on the play. 3rd and 4. So the Bronx set again. 3rd and 4. This time Dane Steele is going to line up in the backfield. On 3rd and 4. Look for a bubble screen. They will get it to Dane. Pass, though, out in front. It's not a backwards pass. Led him a little bit too much. Good coverage there as well. It was good coverage by the T-Birds. Now 4th down for the Bronx. They're going to punt it away. And we'll see if Ty Gilbertson can maybe stick one down there and try to bury East deep in their own end. Try to flip the field on them. 2:16 to go in the first quarter. Bronx down 7-3. So now both teams will trade punts after they traded scores on the opening 2 possessions. And the Bronx are going to run a fake, and they're going to get a first down and more. Oh, they ran it right up the middle. Kelton Crow on the fake punt. East got caught, and right now they got a fish hook in their mouth. They couldn't spit the hook. Boy, they bought on it, and it opened up right up the middle of the field on a fake punt, and the Bronx have it 1st and 10 on the East 30. Great fake, and it really opened up. So the Bronx offense back out there from the East 30-yard line. Taryn Grooms back in the backfield with Berrettini. Dom rolling to his left. Flag comes down. He threw an interception. It's picked off. There's an illegal block. I think there's going to be a chop block called back at the 35-yard line. Somebody really got drilled, but the ball sailed and it was intercepted. And the T-Birds will, obviously they'll decline the penalty. First down for East at their own 20. So the first turnover of the ball game, that ball sailed on Berrettini. So the fake punt goes for naught. And the Bronx give it right back to the T-Birds, and here comes that offense again. 1:39 to go, first quarter. And Cam Hayes, the quarterback, got to run right, and it opened up big time. And he will have a first down at the 31-yard line.
On the stop, Ty Gilbertson for the Bronx.
7-3. East leads on the Rain scoreboard. They have a 1st and 10 on their own 31. Under a minute and a half to go, clock running here in the first quarter. And we're going to have a flag down, and it's coming back. Probably a hold where it was thrown. Running the ball that time for the T-Birds was Hondo. But it'll come back. And again, where it was thrown, it would be a hold. And that is the call. So 1st and 20 for the T-Birds on their own 21. Minute 21 to go here in the first quarter. 7-3 East with the lead. Hondo goes in motion far side. Going to throw back the other way. Get the ball to Jackson. They've got him pinned along the sidelines, and they'll spin him out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. Short gain. Bronx did a nice job bottling him up. Get him against those sidelines. Don't let him go. So Nate is the one that got there first. A gain of 3. 2nd and 17 coming for the T-Birds. At their own 24. Straight drop this time for Hayes. Delivers over the middle. He's got a man. It's going to be caught. And they're going to have plenty of running room. And they're going to have a first down out across the 40-yard line. The catch made by Mirich. It'll be a first down at the 42-yard line of Cheyenne East. He has some weapons. He's got a stable of weapons to throw to. My goodness. 1st and 10 from the 42. This time it will be the quarterback keeping it. As Hayes goes left for about 3. 2nd and 7 from their own 45-yard line. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Jensen in motion far side. Quick toss to Jackson running left. Along the sidelines, he'll be driven out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short near midfield. 3rd about 2, it looks like. Didn't quite give him midfield. They gave him the 49-yard line, so 3rd and 2. That's called 3rd and 3 for the T-Birds. Just shy of midfield. Jackson again drilled in the backfield, and he gets buried. Oh, Beck Haswell again with a big hit. 4th and 5 now for the T-Birds on the loss. Beck Haswell makes another big defensive stop. And the punt team will come out for the T-Birds. Now, is it tit for tat? Do the T-Birds fake it here? If you can do it, we can do it. Don't put it past them. 4th and 5 at your own 47. We'll see. The Bronx, I think, are thinking maybe the same thing. And the quarter will run out. So we'll have to do this when we come back after 1. On the right scoreboard is Shiny 7, the Bronx 3. You're listening to High School Football on 1410 KWYO, 106.9 FM, and our live video web stream at SheridanMedia.com.
No shirt, no shoes, no problem. Online banking is fast and convenient with Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union. If you have a smartphone, you can do your banking from anywhere, including remote deposit. Just take a picture of your check and send it. It's that easy. And you'll instantly have access to the first $200 available and the rest shortly thereafter. Yep, banking is that easy with remote deposit at Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, this is Benton Johnson with Sheridan Motor, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back, everybody, as we line up here. See if the T-Birds sent the... No, I think no. Thought for a second they'd sent the offense back out. No, the punt team is out there. As we get ready to start the second quarter, we got to get they're shooting T-shirts into the crowd with a cannon, and we need to get them off the field before... Okay, now we're ready. So it's Dane Steele standing at his own 10-yard line. We'll see if Cheyenne East has a fake punt or if they'll just punt it away. They got the wind behind them now, moving this way in the second quarter. And they will punt it away. And kicked it away from Steele. And they kicked it out of bounds. Bronx will have decent field position. Again, you don't blame teams for not punting away to Dane Steele, who already has 4 punt returns for touchdowns. They're going to spot the ball at the Bronx 22-yard line. And that ball was not a shank punt. That punt was meant to go right where it went. As far away as from number 3 as it could. Bronx are missing only had 10 men on the field. Now we get a late entry. And here we go. 1st and 10, Bronx. Dane Steele will line up in the backfield, this time with Berrettini. 1st and 10 for the Bronx. And now he will split out, empty the backfield. 5 wides in the set for the Bronx. Berrettini, good protection, going to throw, has a man, caught by Steele, and he'll pick up maybe 5 yards. Those great hands. That ball was up high, and Dane went up and just snatched that thing out of the air. And hobbles a little bit, but I believe he's okay. Maybe banged a kneecap or something like that. And he'll head to the sidelines. It looks like he's all right. You hope. It's a gain of 4. But again, with a great speed on that defensive side of the ball for East. Tough to break away. Gary now back in the running back spot for the Bronx. On 2nd and 6 from their own 26. Naid will take the ball, and not a whole lot. So Aguirre picks up a couple. So third and 4, we'll call it. The ball spotted at the Bronx 28. Again, early second quarter on the Range scoreboard, 7-3, Cheyenne East. A couple of high-powered offenses. Also a couple of pretty good defenses battling tonight, too. A lot of people thought this would be a screaming shootout. Kind of started that way, but teams have settled in. Give it to Aguirre again. Naid fighting for yardage. He's going to be close to a first down. I think he might have gotten it. That was a great run by Aguirre. He got the first down. Nice run in traffic. Dragging defenders with him. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bronx on their own 33. And again, keep the ball on the ground. Short passing game. Keep the clock running. Keep it away from that East offense. Boy, Beck Haswell has made 2 great defensive plays so far in this first half. First and 10 from the 33. It's going to be Grooms this time, looking for anything he can find against Taryn. They've been really teed off on Taryn in this first half, but he's going to get 3 tough yards. Is it celebrity in the crowd tonight? Wyoming head coach Craig Bowl is here. Looking at some players, I'm sure, on both sides. Second and 7 for the Bronx from their own 36. Berrettini to throw. Going deep. He's got Haswell. He overthrew him. Beck had him beat off the line of scrimmage. And it sailed over his head, but he did have him beat. That was right off. Berrettini threw that off his back foot because someone was coming right in his grill. And he had to get rid of it. And it sailed on him into the wind. And just overthrew Haswell. Now 3rd and 7 for the Bronx. From their own 36. Good to see Dane Steele back at the ball game, lined up at the slot wide receiver to the near side. Bronx taking a long time here. They're going to pull the clock. And they'll call a timeout. I think that's what they were waiting for, that clock. And the Bronx will call a timeout. 9:15 to go in the first half on the Range scoreboard. 7-3 in favor of Cheyenne East. 3rd down coming for the Bronx. When we come back, you're listening to Bronx Football on KWY on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
If you have employees coming to stay for an extended time in Sheridan, make them feel at home with a room at the Candlewood Suites. These extended stay rooms feature fully equipped kitchens, including a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding view of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll have more than just a room. They'll feel right at home. Call 307-675-2100.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Bronx burned the timeout. 3rd and 7 from their own 36. Berrettini to throw. Flushed out of the pocket in trouble. Peels back to his left, and now going to come out running. Now he's going to chuck it deep, and it'll be incomplete. Did the right thing. That was more of a throwaway. He wanted Dane Steele at the sidelines, but there wasn't a whole lot of room there. But he did make a great move to get out of trouble because as he came to the right, he got bottled in and made a quick spin move back the other way to the left. And now Ty Gilbertson will punt it away. Jackson and Hondel back, and again, these guys are dangerous too. And this time, Gilbertson's going to kick into that wind. It's died down quite a bit since we started the ball game. Good clean snap, and the kick is away. Honda will take it from his own 22. We'll head to the right side of the field. Now cut back, flag down. It's coming back no matter where it goes. He's going to be driven out of bounds here, the 38-yard line of the Bronx, but it's coming back. It's going to be a block in the back around the 24-yard line. And that was thrown right away, so depending on where this ball ends up, this penalty ball, or I should say the spot ends up, East will have it inside their own 15-yard line. So they'll mark off the yardage here on the penalty. 8:55 to play in the half. You know, talking to some of my colleagues tonight before this matchup, some were thinking shootout, and I said sometimes in the past I've thought that a few times, and it never develops into a shootout. And this one definitely has not developed into a shootout. We had a couple good defensive teams here. The Bronx came to play. Empty backfield this time for Hayes. Bring a man in motion, and he will tuck it, and he's going to run. And he will dive forward near the Bronx sidelines for maybe 3. Gain of 2, we'll call it. Line of scrimmage, just across the 15-yard line of the T-Birds. A couple of penalties have hurt them. A couple of great defensive plays by the Bronx have hurt them as well. Slowed them down tonight. Hayes to throw again, pumps it once, it's thrown underneath. Immediately, the receiver is hit, and it's incomplete. Marriage couldn't hang on to it. Great defense by the Bronx. Dunham got a pretty good look on him. Third and 8 now for the T-Birds. Again, just across their own 15. This time Hayes will roll to his left, set his feet, throw it underneath. He's got a man, and that'll be enough for a first down. Caught out near the 29-yard line. And that was Brendan Bowman making the catch that time for the first down. And they will spot the ball right at the 30-yard line. So East digs out of that hole on the penalty. 1st and 10. Hayes to throw again. Steps up in the pocket, steps back now. Now they're after him. He'll just chuck one up, and it's going to be picked off. Tipped and picked. Dunham bringing it back the other way. The ball sailed on him. Drew Jackson went up, and he tipped it, and it came right to Dunham, and the Bronx will take over just inside the East 35. So now both teams with a turnover, interceptions. So they'll spot the ball at the East 34. And here comes the offense back on the field. It's been a great game. A little bit of everything. Both defenses again taking the punches and even delivering a few. Each team now with a turnover. Berrettini to throw. Going to go for the end zone, and it is going to be incomplete through behind the intended receiver that time. That was Reed. I think that was a win ball because that ball sailed and was at least 3 feet or more behind the receiver and the defender. Just the way the ball acted in the air. 2nd and 10. Berrettini to throw again. Looking now flush to the left. In trouble. Lowers his head and gets pasted. Oh boy. Big collision. Now a flag in late. It's going to go against East. And Dom, need him to get up right now. He is getting up slowly. Or maybe they're going to keep him down on the ground. And immediately the coaches come out. That was a big hit. As they take a look at him, we're going to take a break. 7:44 to play in the first half on the Range scoreboard. 7-3, Shiny leads it. We're going to get a break. We'll be back with more. You're listening to Bronc Football on 1410 KWYO, 106.9 FM.
Have you been in to see Sheridan YO sports cards yet? It's the spot to get your hands on incredible sports cards and memorabilia. Sheridan's premier spot for buying cards. All major sports cards including fighting, wrestling, Pokemon, and even racing. These guys have hobby boxes for the serious collectors and packs for those getting started. Graded slabs from PSA, SGC, and if you have a big card to grade, talk to the guys to have your card submitted to PSA. Family friendly and located inside Sheridan Stationery Books and Gifts, 535 North Main, open 7 days a week.
You know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. For all your plumbing demands, choose A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair. Commercial, residential, new construction, remodel jobs, and all repairs in between. A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair, because they are number one in a number two business. Call 672-9454. That's 672.
This is Bailey Reddy with Sheridan Physical Therapy, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
By the way, I'm going to tell you, Don Berrettini's up to the side on the sidelines, and there was a personal foul face mask. I actually think his helmet might have come off. So the Broncs will now have the ball, and Dane Steele will be taking snaps now. The ball's going to be at the 19-yard line of East. I think Don Berrettini's going to be okay. He's on the sidelines right now. They're taking a look at him. He's got his helmet back on. He's walking around. And that's so good to see. Oh, boy. Do not like to see players land on the field like that. So Dane Steele will take the snap here from the 19-yard line of East. Dane's going to keep it and has a little running room and a lot more at the 5-yard line. And he is close to the goal line. He's in. Dane Steele with a touchdown. 19 yards, and the Broncs take their first lead of the night.
Touchdown, Broncs.
19-yard run by Steele. And the Broncs take the lead. It's got to be, well, this will be the first time East has been behind all year. And tonight, the first time I think the Broncs have been behind all year. Boy, this heck of a ball game going right here. Gilbertson on for the point after. Great first half of football. A little bit of everything. Good defensive plays. Good offensive plays. Kick is up. Kick is good with 7:22 to go in the half on the Range scoreboard. It's the Sheridan Broncs 10, Cheyenne 7. You're listening to Bronc Football on KWYO, 106.9 FM, and our live video web stream at SheridanMedia.com.
Have you been in to see Sheridan YO sports cards yet? It's the spot to get your hands on incredible sports cards and memorabilia. Sheridan's premier spot for buying cards. All major sports cards including fighting, wrestling, Pokemon, and even racing. These guys have hobby boxes for the serious collectors and packs for those getting started. Graded slabs from PSA, SGC, and if you have a big card to grade, talk to the guys to have your card submitted to PSA. Family friendly and located inside Sheridan Stationery Books and Gifts, 535 North Main, open 7 days a week.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, the Broncs playing so great. I can't wait to see when the offense gets back out there. Dom Berrettini comes back in again. Dom still talking to him on the sidelines. He got his helmet on, walking around. Appears to be okay, but we'll find out. So Gilby will kick it off. Ty Gilbertson will kick it off, and again, the dangerous duo of Rondell and Jackson back will stand, and this time Gilby will kick it into that wind. And he will boom it away, and it will be a touchback. Wind? What stinking wind? That's 8 yards deep into the wind in the back of the end zone. Gilbertson can thump it. He can really swing it, and he did that time. 1st and 10 for East on their own 20. 7:21 to go in the first half. The Broncs take the lead 10-7 on the 19-yard touchdown run by Dane Steele. And here come the T-Birds. Just so dangerous. The Broncs defense has done a nice job in this first half since that opening drive where East looks so efficient going right down the field and scoring. Drew Jackson in motion. Quarterback Cam Hayes will keep it. They've got him bottled up, and he will go down. He's going to lose yardage. That was a straight run all the way, and he ran right in to the Broncs. And they bottled that whole side of the offensive line up, and he had nowhere to run. Second and a dozen at the 18 now for the T-Birds. And Hayes to throw again. They run the run again, and he'll let one go, and he's got a man open, but a flag will fly. The catch is made by Mirich, but let's see what the flag is. They were really, really running him down. And we'll see what the flag is. Might be a block in the back. I don't think they hit him late. I don't think the quarterback got hit late because the flag flew before I believe he delivered that thing. And our officials are talking it over. What do we got? East doesn't look real happy about it. It's going to be a hold against East. So that play's coming back. So wipe out the first down. That'll be half the distance to the goal. Yep, half the distance. The ball will be spotted at the, they're going to spot it at the 9-yard line. So second and long coming now for the T-Birds. Second and 21 from the 9. Hayes looking, big hit, oh boy, what a shot. Jackson Lynn, woo-hoo-hoo. What a collision that was. And the East receiver down but back up. And I don't know, is that Drew Jackson? It was Drew Jackson, I think. That was a shot. And that's one of those where the receiver is waiting for the ball and that linebacker has got him lined up. And Lynn had him lined up and just let him have it. The pass was completed. And Drew's going to come off. He's okay. He's going to run off under his own power. He's all right. That was just a heck of a collision. Woo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Third, and we'll call it 15. Ball spotted at the 15-yard line. Third and 15 coming. Tell you what, there's some hitting tonight. Oh, boy, these two teams are dialed in tonight, for sure. These are the two best teams in 4A football playing tonight. That is no doubt. No doubt. Hayes to throw again. And he's going to roll out to his right, unload it, incomplete high. Wanted Mirich, but he gunned it over his head, and the T-Birds will punt again. Boy, the Brock defense has forced some penalties tonight. T-Birds have been penalty prone. Got one of their own, got interception on a tip ball. And some big hitting going on, my goodness. So Steele and Dunham will stand at their own 40. High snap in back of the end zone, and the punter will get it away. It's a good one. And Dane Steele toward the sidelines will make the catch, try to get any kind of a return he can. Oh, my goodness, he got it in. He got about 10 when it didn't look like he was going to get much. It's about a 10-yard return, maybe 11 yards. There wasn't a whole lot there. And Dane just sneaking through there. Gets the ball across midfield. And then maybe they're going to spot it right at midfield. No, yep, nose of the ball right at midfield. It's about a 9-yard return for Dane. So first and 10 for the Bronx. And your starting quarterback, Derek Berrettini, back in there. That is so awesome to see, because that was an ugly face mask that he endured, and he's back in there. 10-7. Bronx by 3, 6:18 to go here in the first half. Taryn Groom's going to get the carry. This time over the left side. Taryn picks up about 5 to the East 45. Well, Taryn Grooms is a tough kid. He has taken some pretty heavy shots. It's been tough running for him, but he's going to keep coming. That time he got 5. Second and 5 for the Bronx on the East 45. Under 5 minutes to go here in this first half. And again, knew it would be a long football game tonight. Both teams throwing quite a bit. We're already an hour in. And here's the 2nd and 5 play from the East 45. Berrettini on a little delay to Taryn Grooms. He'll have the first down and drag down inside the East 40 at about the 38-yard line. Great play fake that time by Berrettini. East got a late start on the play, and then Grooms, he did the rest. And again, that keep making first downs and burn that clock. Keep it out of the hands of that offense as long as you can. 10-7 Bronx by 3, under 5.5 to go now in the first half. 1st and 10 Sheridan at the East 38. Berrettini going to run the same play to Grooms again. And Taryn's going to get maybe 3 this time. Same play. Right now, the Sheridan Bronx are being very physical. A couple of East players slowly back onto their side of the field after that play. The Bronx are being very physical tonight. I mean, they are taking it to them. The offensive defensive front doing a good job. Doing their job, that's for sure. 2nd and 8. A gain of 2 on that last play. Grooms will stay in the backfield. This is big boy football tonight. You got to be a tough guy to be out there because both teams are really bringing it. Berrettini to throw. Looks over the middle, incomplete. Almost picked. It is picked off. It was tipped and picked. And it was Drew Jackson got the tip. The ball was tipped. I couldn't tell if the receiver or it was the defender that tipped it. That ball ended up being tipped, but all those black jerseys back there that East wears kind of lost the ball mid-flight. And the second turnover of the ball game for the Bronx on that tip ball. And East will get it right back at their own 37. So 4:18 to go in the half. The Bronx lead 10-7. And here come the T-Birds back on the field. Drew Jackson back in there at his running back spot. Going to throw the bubble screen out to him. Gets a block. And we'll get to the sidelines and will be chased out of bounds. And he will be close to a first down. I believe he's got it. He does. That'll move the sticks out to the 47-yard line. So a first down for East at their own 47. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Empty backfield this time for Cam Hayes. Hayes to throw, now to run. Hayes in trouble, and down he goes. I don't know if it's going to go for a sack. It won't. Got gain of a yard. 2nd and 9 coming. Hayes will send Jensen in motion to the far side. Hayes pumps once, looking deep. Now he's going to get flushed again. Rolling to his right. Now will throw on the move. Great throw, incomplete. Good coverage downfield again by the Bronx. Merritt's the intended receiver. Couldn't come up with it. Good throw. A little bit low, but good defense there by the Bronx. 3rd and 9 coming for the T-Birds on their own 47. 3:38 to play. I don't think the clock ran on that last play. Hayes in trouble, going to dump it off underneath. This time he finds Jensen. He'll have the first down and more as he takes it inside the Bronx 40-yard line. He got a little pressure initially. A smart play by the quarterback. He didn't hurry the throw. He waited as long as he could and found Jensen first down at the Sheridan 34-yard line. Hayes to throw again. Flushed out of the pocket, right, throws. And this one's going to call it a catch, I think. No, it'll be incomplete. I'm going to say that ball skipped. Waited initially for one official, looked at it and didn't do anything, and the other one came in and waved it off. So 2nd and 10 for East. So Hayes gets the snap, going to throw again. Looks right, now he's going to run. And he will get hit, and he will be close to, well, a couple yards shy of the first down. Third and 3 coming. The crowd, you can hear booing since the they called a face mask on them after Berrettini took the shot. They wanted one there, but I don't think there was much of a face mask. Hayes will throw again. Got a man, incomplete, overthrew him. Oh boy, it's a good thing. That was Bowman. So that'll go incomplete. 4th and 3 for the T-Birds. I think you got to go for it here, don't you? Your defense is doing a good job. It's 4th and 3 at the Bronc 28-yard line, 27-yard line. So they will go for it on 4th and 3. Why not? From the 27, with just under 3 to go. Let's see if the Broncs can come up with a big defensive play here. Hayes to throw. Set up the screen pass, and they will have the first down. It's going to go to Jackson. They just got enough. Just got enough. I think he got enough. Yeah, he did. He just made the call. He needed 3, and he got 3. So 1st and 10 for East now at the Bronc 24. 2:48 to play first half. Broncs lead 10-7. Hayes to throw again. Got him at. Going to be caught. It's Jackson out of bounds through the 15-yard line. Gain of 9. 2nd and short from the Bronc 15. Stick around. Got the Powderhorn halftime show coming up. James Timberlake's going to. I'll join James tonight. This has been a great football game. Great first half. And I think most people here thought offense might dominate. Defenses dominate. A few turnovers, a lot of penalties for East really have hurt their cause tonight. And the give will go to Jensen this time, and he'll be piled up at around the 11, and he'll have the first down. So 1st and 10 for East at the Bronc 11. Next week and the week after, the Broncs at home, Natrona County and Casper Kelly Walsh coming to town. So back-to-back home games coming for the Broncs. 1st and 10 for Cheyenne East from the Bronc 11. On first down, Hayes looking, has time, into the end zone, and that one's almost picked off. Oh, boy. That was Dane Steele, was all over that thing and almost got it. Just not even a half a step too late. He had a beat on it. 2nd and 10 for East. And I have a sneaking hunch if he caught it, they'd be picking the ball up out of the other end zone. Because he had a full head of steam going in the right direction. Hayes to throw again. This steps into one over the middle. Got a man caught. Oh, to play. What a throw. What a catch. Jensen makes the catch. That was a great throw and catch right in the back of the end zone. That was absolutely a bullet. And East will take the lead back here late in the first half. With 2:27 to go in the half, T-Birds get the lead back. Hayes to Jensen. 11 yards. Here's the point after. Up. Point after is good. With 2:27 to play in the half. On the range scoreboard is Cheyenne East 14, the Broncs 10. You're listening to Bronc Football on 1410 KWYO AM, 106.9 FM.
You know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. For all your plumbing demands, choose A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair. Commercial, residential, new construction, remodel jobs, and all repairs in between. A+ Plumbers and Appliance Repair, because they are number one in a number two business. Call 672-9454. That's 672-9454.
And welcome back, everybody. 2:27 to go in the half as East gets the touchdown. On the 11-yard pass play. Miller to kick it away. Steele and Dunham will stand at their own goal line. 14-10 Cheyenne East. Again, 2:27 to go on the range scoreboard. Again, Powderhorn halftime show coming up. Remember, the Powderhorn, play where you live. Our great new sponsor. Welcome to the Powderhorn. This is going to be returnable. And it's going to be Dunham. to the 20, 25, runs into a wall, gets away and spins away and gets about 3 more yards. That was not Dunham, excuse me. It was Reed. I saw the 2, I didn't see the 0. So we're back with the Bronx taking over 1st and 10. They're going to spot it at the Bronx 28. 2:19 to go in the half. Bronx have 2 timeouts left. 14-10 down, and East jumps off sides. Well, that'll cost them 5, 1st and 5 coming for the Bronx. And they'll spot the ball at the 33-yard line. Encroachment on the defense. Second time they've done that tonight. Boy, they have really been penalized. Oh, boy. First and 5 for the Bronx on their own 33. Berrettini rolling left. Going to throw on the move. It's going to be caught out there, and it will be enough for a first down, I believe.
Berrettini's pass complete to Beck Haswell.
And it was Beck Haswell making the catch.
Brendan Coleman on the stop for the T-Birds.
First and 10 Bronx at their own 38. Taryn Grooms back in the backfield with Berrettini. Dunham, Steele, and Lynn line up with wide receivers to this near side. First and 10. Berrettini to throw. Right down the middle. Got a man caught. It's going to be a touchdown. Dane Steele's going to go the distance. 62 yards. That he beat them like a rented mule. I haven't said that in a long time. He beat them like a rented mule, and Berrettini threw it right on the money, and that's going to cover. And what a quick answer. The Bronx answer the touchdown in 23 seconds. With 2:04 to go, the Bronx regain the lead. 62-yard pass play. And Gilbertson on for the point after. And it was pretty much over. When he caught it, they weren't going to catch him. Where he was on the field. Extra point is up. Extra point is no good. Hooked it to the left. With 2:04 to left in the first half, the Bronx are in again, and they take the lead back. On the range scoreboard is Sheridan 16, Cheyenne East 14. You're listening to the Bronx on KWYL 1410 AM and 106.9 FM, and watching on our live video web stream, SheridanMedia.com.
Are you tired of dealing with complicated bank switches? At First Federal Bank and Trust, we understand that where you bank matters, and switching to the right bank should be a breeze. Introducing ClickSwitch, your ultimate solution to hassle-free direct deposit transfers. With ClickSwitch, we automatically move your recurring direct deposits from your old account to your new account. It's simple, safe, and takes just minutes. When you bank with First Federal, you're not just a customer, you're a valued member of the community. We take pride in living and working right alongside you, contributing to the growth of our local economy. First Federal Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
I'm Doug Hockett with Stiefel Investments, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, welcome back. The Bronx come up with a big play. They missed the point after, however. But that was, Dane got himself wide open, and Berrettini didn't miss that time. And as soon as he caught it, he had about 3 steps on the defender, and they were not going to even be close to catching him. And now Gilbertson to kick it away. 2:04 to play in the half. Bronx lead at 16-14, and this one will not be returnable out of the back of the end zone. And East will take over on their own 20-yard line. Great ball game. This is super. The 2 best teams in 4A going at it. And the defenses have come to play as well. There's been some fireworks, obviously, on both sides of the ball, offensively, but not a ton. Hayes looking deep, going to chuck it deep down the middle. This one's intercepted. Dane Steele has another one. At the 40, 35-30, gets to the outside, now he's down the sidelines, and Dane near the goal line, and I think he comes up short. About the 1-yard line, the pass was well overthrown. And you can see number 3 put his hands up. That was over. He is not going to miss that one. He's just great hands, doesn't drop many. And he didn't drop that one, and the Broncs have a pick, and they're going to say he was out of bounds at the 5. So out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So first and goal for the Broncs at the East 5. And the Broncs come up with another interception. So both teams with 2 interceptions so far in the first half. And here it is, first and goal for the Broncs at the East 5. Berrettini to Groomsy, and Taryn's going to take it in for the score. Taryn Grooms with a touchdown run. And the Broncs strike again. With 1:45 to go in the half. Grooms, a 5-yard run. See if the Broncs will go for 2 if they're going to send Gilbertson out for the kick. Looks like Gilby's going to come out for the point after. So Gilbertson will kick it. Now 22-14 Broncs. Defense, 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 man. And here's the point after. It is up, and this one is good. With 1:45 to play in the half on the Reign scoreboard. It's now Sheridan 23, East 14. You're listening to Bronc Football on KWYO 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
Why be a nameless face at the big box stores when you can visit us at Hospital Pharmacy? Hi, this is Mandolyn Meyer. At Hospital Pharmacy, we get to know our customers and their health needs. Keep all your prescriptions in one place with a pharmacist that knows and cares about you. Visit your hometown, family-owned pharmacy at 2 great locations.
Hometown Pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back, everybody. Well, Dane Steele with the interception, returned to the 5-yard line, and Taryn Grooms got the carry, got it into the end zone. Well, if anybody deserved to get one tonight, it was Taryn. Rough sledding in that backfield, running the ball. And now Gilbertson will turn around and kick it off again. So East scored with 2:27 left in the half. The Broncs scored with 2:04 left in the half. And then on the big pass play, and then 1:45 left in the half, score again. And Gilbertson booms another one away, not returnable. And East will take over at their own 20 with 1:45 to go in the half. And they have all 3 of their timeouts left, I believe. So the T-Birds will take over on their own 20 again. Both teams throwing the ball quite a bit tonight, and the game goes quite a bit slower pace game. You get a lot more stoppages. But, boy, the Broncs have really thrown it well. So Cam Hayes back in there with his guys. And he's going to throw over the middle. Got a man that's going to be caught out there. And that's going to be Hondo with the catch at the 35-yard line. So Hondell makes the catch at the 35, and he's quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Hayes to throw again, looks outside. Has a man, it's going to be caught. And a missed tackle, and another first down across midfield. Broncs missed the initial tackle. And Bowman takes it to midfield. So East quickly down the field, and that's what they can do to you. That's what they do. They can move it in a hurry. Hayes rolls right this time. Going to cut back. Now he's going to run. Breaks one tackle, gets hit by Grooms, and he'll be wrestled down, but another first down at the Bronc 39-yard line. They can move. It's like fast break basketball. This is fast break football. And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout called. We'll get one as well. 1:18 to go in the first half. 23-14, Broncs lead it on the Reign scoreboard. You're listening to Bronc Football on KWYO, 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
Hi, this is Nicole Christensen with First Bank of Wyoming. Our team is always looking for ways to make a positive impact and invest in the communities we serve. Whether it's through volunteering with nonprofits, serving on local boards, or sponsoring organizations and events throughout the area, we are committed to helping our local communities and making a difference. Last year alone, First Bank of Wyoming employees volunteered over 1,000 hours to organizations in our branch areas. We believe that we can create real change and make a lasting impact. First Bank of Wyoming, Division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm County Commissioner Christy Haswell, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
So East burned their first time out. They have it 1st and 10 on the Bronx 39. They do play fast. So the Bronx defensive front comes back out. They dig in. 1st and 10 for the T-Birds from the Bronx 39. Hayes again to throw. Throws to the outside. He's going to be caught. And it'll be about a 7-yard gain, maybe 6 or 7 yards. Bowman made the catch. Hayes took a pretty good shot as he let that one go. Didn't see who got him. Throw again, this time bubble screen to Jackson. And he makes a shifty little move down the sidelines, and he will have a first down inside the Bronx 25 at the 24. He's got some moves. He's very shifty. So 1st and 10 for East, now the Bronx 19. 1:08 to play in the first half. Hayes to throw again. Looks over the middle, lets it go, and they'll have a first down inside the Bronx 10. Marich made the catch.
On the stop, Chance Morris, along with Jackson.
1st and goal for the T-Birds from the Bronx 9-yard line. 1st and goal with under a minute to go in this first half. This time, Hayes rolling left or to his right. Going to throw one up in the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete, overthrew everybody. Tried to loft that over a couple of the defenders, and it really sailed. Nobody had a shot at it. So that'll stop the clock with 49 seconds to play in the half. The moon is absolutely spectacular tonight. It's right in front of us. It is really cool. Bob Gramazon had a great shot the other morning. Was it this morning? I think it was yesterday. It's reminiscent of that photo. 2nd and goal for East from the Bronx 9. Hayes to throw again, this time over the middle, incomplete. Just threw a bullet. Hondell never had a shot. That was a rocket. And it was out in front of him. 3rd and goal now for East from the Bronx 9-yard line. 45 seconds to go. The time on the clock, I think, is irrelevant at this point. They've got timeouts. Third and goal now for the T-Birds from the Bronx 9. They're coming after him this time. Here comes the heat, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown. And one of our officials really took a hit, and they're going to go look at him right away, but he's up and he's all right. It was caught for the score. Jensen made the catch. And we have had a flurry of scoring in the second quarter. My goodness. Each team scored twice in the first, and starting at 7:22 mark, we've had scoring like crazy by both teams. And here's the point after. It is up, and it is good with 41 seconds to play in the half on the Reign scoreboard. It's Sheridan 23, East 21. You're listening to the Bronx on KWYO 1410 AM and 106.9 FM, and our live video web stream, SheridanMedia.com.
If you've been searching for a prestigious and luxurious property, this custom craftsman-style home is a must-see. With over 6,700 square feet of high-end finishes and impeccable attention to detail, this home sits on over 2 acres with sweeping views of the Bighorn Mountains. Call me, Misty Gardner, at ERA Carroll Realty for a showing at 19 Valley Road in Bighorn, 307-752-9335.
Hi, this is Ken Balkenbush with Prime Rate Motors and Super Trailer Store, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
It was a defensive battle for a little while. 5 touchdowns in the last 7:22 of the second quarter. 3 by the Bronx, 2 by the T-Birds. The teams deserve a rest at halftime, I can tell you that. It's been up and down the field, and there's been a lot of hit. There was running into the kicker penalty by the Bronx, so Miller will kick off from the 45-yard line. Dunham and Reed back. Or maybe, I can't see if that's Dane Steele. I think it's Dunham. Just have a bad angle here. Now we're ready for the kickoff. If this is returnable at all. Gets a 5-yard head start, and that breeze behind him. Ought to be able to fire this one easily out of the back of the end zone. And he will do just that. So the Bronx will have it 1st and 10 on their own 20 with 41 seconds to play in the half. My goodness. Bronx capitalized on a turnover late in the half. East goes right down the field. They had to work for it a little bit, but eventually got it in. 5 touchdowns in the final 7 minutes and 22 seconds of the second quarter. Amazing. The offense has just started going off a little bit there, where the defenses had been pretty good through about a quarter and a half. 1st and 10 Bronx from their own 20. Berrettini to throw. Looking deep. And it'll be overthrown. Reed, the intended receiver. Actually, Garrett Way, excuse me. Garrett Way in the ball game. So Garrett Way in there, not a wide receiver. Here's 2nd and 10. Taryn Grooms in the backfield. Dane Steele to the near side along with Dunham. And Beck Haswell on the outside to the near side of the 3. 2nd and 10, give it to Taryn Grooms. Taryn gets outside, gets a block, has a 1st down, looking for some more room, and will dive forward and pick up about 13 yards, and the Bronx will call a timeout. Or will they? Let's see. Nope, they're not going to. They're going to go right back to the line of scrimmage quickly. 27 seconds to play in the half. So no timeout called. Quick snap to Berrettini. Underneath pass to Dane Steele right into traffic, and Dane will pick up about 8 yards. And now the Bronx will call a timeout, I think. Yes, they will. So timeout Bronx. That'll kill the clock with 15 seconds to go in the first half. So the Bronx call a timeout. The ball will be the line of scrimmage. We'll keep it right here. The Bronx will be at the ball will be at the 42-yard line of the Bronx. But they've had some big ones tonight, obviously. That big pass play of 62 yards from Berrettini to Steele. So Hayes can sling it a little bit. And Don Berrettini says, you know what? The Bronx can sling it a little bit too. And this has been a heck of a passing game. I mean, a few runs sprinkled in here and there, but it has been all in the air this first half. 23-21 Bronx lead by, excuse me, by 2. Again, just 15 seconds left in the half. And it looks like East is going to put 3 defensive backs really deep. Well, here we go. Dane Steele will line up as a running back this time in this formation for the Bronx. Now he'll come in motion to the slot. And the backfield is empty. And Berrettini will throw underneath to Beck Haswell with the ball low and incomplete. Wanted to get it to Beck, but he just threw it at his feet. And that will stop the clock with 11 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Bronx have no timeouts left, so got to get that 1st down here, maybe to get another playoff, or you just throw one deep. 3rd and yard for the Bronx at their own 42. Taryn Grooms back in the backfield with Berrettini. And give it to Grooms, and he gets smacked. And the Bronx will let the clock run out, and that's how the half will end, with a big hit. And that will do it. The half has come to an end. And the Sheridan Bronx will take the lead into the locker room. But what a first half. Some big hits, some big plays, some very good defensive work by the Bronx tonight. Man, physical ball game. But I guess when you get 2 rivals like this and You know the two big dogs on the block are going to go at it. They're going to bring it, and they both have brought it tonight as the teams head to the locker room. And, man, what a first half. Now, it's that old thing now, what will the second half present to us? The offenses just went completely crazy late in that first half. So as we go to a break on the Range scoreboard, here at halftime, it's Sheridan 23, Cheyenne 21. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYO, 1410 AM and 106.9 FM, and also watching on our live video web stream at SheridanMedia.com.
If you want to see some rodeo action, it's happening this weekend at the Sheridan County Fairgrounds. Hi, this is Wyatt Phelps, bull rider and 2023 CNFR qualifier with the Sheridan College Rodeo Team. The Pat Hamilton Memorial Rodeo is free to attend and is part of Whitney Days, celebrating the life and contributions of E.A. Whitney. Rodeo performances at 6 p.m. on Friday and Saturday nights, with Sunday performance at 10 a.m. We'll see you this weekend at the Sheridan County Fairgrounds. It's free to attend. Find out more on the events calendar at SheridanMedia.com.
Hi, this is Colton Bates with the Best Real Estate Team, and I'm curious, do you love your home? If so, great. We hope you continue to cherish what you can call yours. But if you had conversations with people who say that the right home for them is hopeless, the market has its challenges, but we don't want your friends, family, and people you know to feel like home ownership is impossible. So we're asking, do you know anyone looking for a new situation, whether it's their first home or a new home? Best is here to provide creative ideas and help those you know feel more prepared and hopeful than ever before. Call me, Colton, at 675-BEST or visit bestwi.net for all of your real estate needs.
Proudly brokered by EXP. Is Wyoming Corporate Office your one-stop shop for everything you need for your Wyoming-based business, LLC, or corporation formulation? Yes. Service of process and mail forwarding services? Indeed. Fulfill the legal requirements for small businesses based in Wyoming? Absolutely. Wyoming Corporate Office provides the communication between your business and the state, so you don't have to. Learn more by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com today.
Camco Federal Credit Union was established in 1971, and in the years since, we have continued to take pride in caring for our community and its financial needs. When you open an account at Camco FCU, you aren't just a customer, you're a member, a part owner. We are staffed with a team ready to assist you.
Whether it's establishing or building credit, opening a savings account, or getting the benefits of our rewards checking, join Camco Federal Credit Union and become a part owner today. Camco Federal Credit Union, member NCUA and equal housing lender.
Dealing with bone and joint issues? Schedule a visit with Sheridan Orthopedic Associates. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons are experts in all aspects of orthopedics, focusing on sports injuries as well as joint problems from the feet, ankles, and knees to the spine and upper extremities. After all, they've been providing the area with surgical excellence and outstanding patient care for almost 50 years. Learn more about Sheridan Orthopedic Associates online at SheridanOrtho.com.
It's hunting season, and Farmers Co-op is ready to make your hunting trip a whole lot better. They have propane for your RV and hunting camp bottles, ethanol-free premium fuel for your ATV, certified weed-free hay bales or cubes for your horses, and don't forget snacks, drinks, and ice for yourself from their fully stocked convenience store. Stop in before you head out on your hunt at Farmers Co-op, owned by those they serve, 1450 Coffeen Avenue in Sheridan.
At Sunlight Federal Credit Union, we know how important convenience, time, and flexibility are for you. That's why we've joined the Co-op Shared Branching Network, which gives you access to your account at over 5,600 branches across all 50 states. That's just one more way we make Sunlight Federal Credit Union your branch for your funds, no matter what you're doing or where you're at. Join Sunlight Federal Credit Union today and start experiencing the credit union difference.
Game day fever is here. Come show your support for the Sheridan Bronx football team at McGregor Steakhouse. Stop in pregame, postgame, or during for some delicious appetizers like the signature bacon bites, Wisconsin cheese curds, or wings. Raise your game day spirits with their handcrafted cocktails. Bring your fellow Bronx supporters, your loudest cheers, and make McGregor Steakhouse your game day destination. McGregor Steakhouse, the family-friendly steakhouse of Sheridan, 549 Midland Road.
If you want to see some rodeo action, it's happening this weekend at the Sheridan County Fairgrounds. Hi, this is Wyatt Phelps, bull rider and 2023 CNFR qualifier with the Sheridan College Rodeo Team. The Pat Hamilton Memorial Rodeo is free to attend and is part of Whitney Days. It's celebrating the life and contributions of E.A. Whitney. Rodeo performances at 6 p.m. on Friday and Saturday nights, with Sunday performance at 10 a.m. We'll see you this weekend at the Sheridan County Fairgrounds. It's free to attend. Find out more on the events calendar at sheridanmedia.com.
This is Patrick Johnson with Stifel Financial, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Hey, welcome back. Excuse me, welcome back, everybody, as we roll here on the Powderhorn Halftime Show. Bronx lead 23-21, and we'll take a look at how the first half went, but it was something else, and James Timberlake is with us on our halftime show on our Powderhorn. Usually that's all you hear. You don't hear me on the halftime show very often.
Yeah, it's usually just me. But I'll be honest with you, not as prepared as normally this week. A lot going on.
There's a lot going on. And there's a lot going on tonight.
Yeah.
Because we are located outside tonight.
Yeah. What was our nickname that we said we were?
The Outsiders.
We're the Outsiders tonight, both in here and just in general. In general. From Sheridan to Cheyenne.
We're sitting in the middle of the Chinese cheering section.
Yeah, in the bleachers.
And
doing numbers on my back, I'll be honest with you.
It's a beautiful night, except if that darn wind would die down.
Well, it's a lot better than it was.
But again, we are in Cheyenne, so I mean, it's not like we got lucky. Or on one trip down here, we got lucky when they played Cheyenne Central that first game of the year. It wasn't blowing at all, but tonight definitely. But I think it only affected a few plays. But anyway, taking a look at give you some other scores. Third quarter score: Tongue River and Torrington tied at 7, and also third quarter, Bighorn is up on Wheatland 21-7.
I have some 4A scores as well here. It looks like Campbell County, they're taking on Thunder Basin, and Campbell County's leading that one 14-0 over Thunder Basin. I saw another one here. It looked like, I believe, Natrona. They're taking on Rock Springs, if I remember correctly. They were up 21-3. That one was getting close to halftime. And then Kelly Walsh, they're taking on Laramie. That one is 6-3 heading into the half. And I think those are the scores that I got on me right now. But yeah, how about this for the first, 20 minutes of this game? Maybe a little bit more than that.
The Bronx scored. So 8:42 in. East scores.
Right.
Great first drive.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom. Pretty efficient. Bronx come right back, and they get the field goal after the kick return.
Right.
And they couldn't.
Couldn't put it in the end zone.
And you're thinking, is that going to haunt them? Well, no, not really. So then nothing. And then with 7 minutes and 22 seconds left in that first half, Dane Steele came in, ran at the quarterback spot, and went 19 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah.
So it's 10-7. Then East comes back with a touchdown, a big pass play. And they go up 14-10 with 2:27 to go in the half.
Yeah.
And then the Bronx got the big play, the 62-yard pass play from Berrettini to Steele with 2:04 to go. And then with 1:45 to go, Taryn Grooms had a 5-yard run after an interception from Dane Steele, and they capped that off, and they led 23-14. And then with 41 seconds left, that was a quick drive down the field. It took them a couple extra plays to get it in, but they finally did get it in, and that's where we stand right now at halftime, 23-21. And a lot of people are expecting a shootout. Well, we kind of got a mini shootout late in that second quarter. Now the adjustments will be made defensively, but I think they're hitting each other out there.
Right.
These are two teams that really came to play.
Yeah, I mean, this is a growing rivalry between these two teams. You usually have a lot of short distance between rivals, but these guys, they have been the class of the state, as I believe Mowry was talking about in the pregame. Was it the last 5 state championships have come out of this matchup? So they've really become the class of the state, these two teams. So you're seeing a rivalry really brew between these two teams as time has gone on, and it feels like with the football that we've seen so far today and so far this season, the next time, if all goes well, then these two will meet. It will be late in the playoffs.
Yeah.
If you catch my drift.
It would be, they'd be like the very late playoffs.
Very late in the playoffs, it feels like.
And it just, right now they have shown tonight that they are the two teams that deserve to be at the top of the league.
Right.
And, God, What a ball game so far.
Yeah, well,
it's
like
been
you said,
very entertaining.
Yeah, like you said, a defensive showcase, like everyone expected, I'm sure, coming into this game. Basically a quarter and a half through this game, and then the last 2 minutes was essentially 3/4 of the scoring that we have on the board right now. Sheridan leading 23-21 into the half, and yeah, I've been impressed with how well, I guess, the defense for the Broncs have played up until those last 2.5 minutes, I would say. They've slowed down enough, and they've picked off Cam Hayes a couple times, which Hayes came into this game with 1 interception all season, and the Broncs have 2, right, at halftime, I believe. So, they've been playing good. And, the Broncs have consistently been a very good defensive team all season long. I didn't think that Cheyenne East was going to come out here and just bow race them like they've been doing all season, Cheyenne East, because their offense has been as good as we've seen in a long time just in a Wyoming team. But, I mean, the Sheridan Broncs defense isn't nothing to guffaw at either.
I mean, they have dialed it up tonight.
Yeah.
With Marshall McEwen, the defensive coordinator. They've got it schemed, and so far so good. And we'll just have to wait and see what the second half brings. And again, this is where all the little adjustments and tweaks are made. So we'll see how it goes. Longer halftime tonight, by the way, on the Powder Horn halftime show. They're doing kind of I think that Chinese breaks up their
senior nights.
Yeah. And they're doing a lot of their fall sports. Some of the sports that have already finished up, I think, golf, tennis, and cross country.
Yeah.
Not cross country yet, however.
I think this is cross country what they're doing right now.
So they're doing some of their other fall sports, because I think if they tried to do one big senior night, you'd be here for an hour.
Yeah, true.
Big high school.
Right.
Big high school and lots of seniors on other sports. So they're recognizing a lot of those kids. And then the East Marching Band is waiting in the wings to also come out and entertain. But, again, your halftime score, 23-21 in favor of the Sheridan Broncs on the Range scoreboard. We're going to get a break. We'll come back with more. You're listening to the Powder Horn Halftime Show on 1410 KWY, 106.9 FM, and our live video web stream at SheridanMedia.com.
Hi, this is Jill Bates.
And this is Colton Bates with the Bates team at Best.
You may have seen our new billboard driving south on Coffeen with myself and Colton smiling faces.
What it also has are some kind words from our clients' reviews, and they're the very things we take pride in delivering at Best.
The best quality, service, and whatever it takes attitude is the standard we set for our work in real estate.
The red sign on our clients' properties means more than a transaction. It's a relationship with our clients who deserve the absolute best.
We love what we do and are passionate about it, so if you're looking to buy or sell real estate, our team is here to put our best foot forward for you.
Give us a call today at 675-BEST and visit bestwy.net.
Proudly brokered by EXP. Wyoming Corporate Office is the trusted business choice behind thousands of businesses. Whether it's business formation, payroll, corporate paperwork, mail scanning service, or small business phone service, Wyoming Corporate Office powers over 100,000 businesses worldwide and locally. This makes Wyoming Corporate Office the state's largest business-to-business service provider, located right here in Sheridan, Wyoming. If you're drowning in corporate paperwork looking for someone with an unmatched experience that cares and wants to be your partner in making your business successful, trust that Wyoming Corporate Office can help you focus on what makes your business tick. Learn more today by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com.
Camco Federal Credit Union was established in 1971, and in the years since, we have continued to take pride in caring for our community and its financial needs. When you open an account at Camco FCU, you aren't just a customer, you're a member, a part owner. We are staffed with a team ready to assist you.
Whether it's establishing or building credit, opening a savings account, or getting the benefits of our rewards checking, join Camco Federal Credit Union and become a part owner today. Camco Federal Credit Union, member NCUA and equal housing lender.
Dealing with bone and joint issues? Schedule a visit with Sheridan Orthopedic Associates. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons are experts in all aspects of orthopedics, focusing on sports injuries as well as joint problems from the feet, ankles, and knees to the spine and upper extremities. After all, they've been providing the area with surgical excellence and outstanding patient care for almost 50 years. Learn more about Sheridan Orthopedic Associates online at SheridanOrtho.com.
Oh boy, I can't think of anyone that doesn't like pizza, except maybe one or two finicky Italians. But for the rest of us, Farmers Co-op is cooking up new personal pan pizzas Monday through Saturday in the deli shop. Breakfast pizzas, pepperoni pizzas, combo pizzas, or just plain cheese pizzas. You can't go wrong at just $3.99 plus tax. Heck, at that price, you can try them all. Personal pan pizza at Farmers Co-op Convenience Store, owned by those they serve at 1450 Coffeen Avenue right here in Sheridan.
At Sunlight Federal Credit Union, we know how important convenience, time, and flexibility are for you. That's why we've joined the Co-op Shared Branching Network, which gives you access to your account at over 5,600 branches across all 50 states. That's just one more way we make Sunlight Federal Credit Union your branch for your funds, no matter what you're doing or where you're at. Join Sunlight Federal Credit Union today and start experiencing the credit union difference.
Game day fever is here. Come show your support for the Sheridan Bronx football team at McGregor Steakhouse. Stop in pregame, postgame, or during for some delicious appetizers like the signature bacon bites, Wisconsin cheese curds, or wings. Raise your game day spirits with their handcrafted cocktails. Bring your fellow Bronx supporters your loudest cheers and make McGregor Steakhouse your game day destination. McGregor Steakhouse, the family-friendly steakhouse of Sheridan, 549 Midland Road.
September signals the perfect time to hit the road, so don't search any further than Waring Sheridan Chevrolet, your choice for the latest and coolest vehicles. Waring Chevrolet is welcoming a fresh wave of the newest and most impressive new Chevrolet models, from the rugged Silverado to the spacious Suburban and everything in between, like the sleek Tahoe, versatile Traverse, bold Trailblazer. With their selection of new inventory, discover the Waring way of buying vehicles. 107 East Alger, online, WaringSheridan.com.
Hi, this is Jill Bates.
And this is Colton Bates with the Bates team at Best.
You may have seen our new billboard driving south on Coffee with myself and Colton's smiling faces.
What it also has are some kind words from our clients' reviews, and they're the very things we take pride in delivering at Best.
The best quality, service, and whatever it takes attitude is the standard we set for our work in real estate.
The red sign on our clients' properties means more than a transaction. It's a relationship with our clients who deserve the absolute best.
We love what we do and are passionate about it, so if you're looking to buy or sell real estate, our team is here to put our best foot forward for you.
Give us a call today at 675-BEST and visit bestwy.net.
Proudly brokered by EXP.
Hello, this is Benton Johnson with Sheridan Motor, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, to Cheyenne. Trevor Jackson and James Timberlake. It's the Powderhorn halftime show, and I'll give you those scores again. Bighorn up now 28-14 against Wheatland. Still don't have an update yet. Kevin Coyle is supplying us with our scoring here. The last score we had, Torrington and Tongue River were tied at 7. And coming up tomorrow, Wyoming opens up Mountain West Conference play against New Mexico, and the Cowboys.
An impressive non-conference schedule for them.
You know, even what's crazy is they you beat Texas Tech, then they were played really well at Texas.
Yeah.
Even though that thing got away from them late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they
were tied at 10 going into the fourth.
They played about equal to Texas for about 3 quarters, and then the last quarter, Texas felt like woke up a little bit and decided to finally show up and play the game. But for 3 quarters, they played really well. And then Appalachian State, we've mentioned it before, the Cowboys love to play to the speed of their opponents at times.
And they did last week.
And they did last week against Appalachian State, and they kind of sneaked by there. Even their FCS opponent against Portland State, they were slowed down a little bit. That's honestly, we're being ticky-tacky at that point. 3-1 with that non-conference schedule is pretty solid.
Yeah, when you get Tech and even App State's got a good reputation.
Yeah, I mean, App State, they've turned into kind of I would say the darling of the FBS after beating Michigan back in 2007.
Yep.
They joined I think it's the Sun Belt,
yes,
if I remember correctly, back in 2014, and they've been, a solid football program ever since then, essentially. To go 3-1 in that non-conference schedule is pretty impressive. And looking at their schedule now, they got Boise State. That's always, who knows which Wyoming team's going to show up for that game, And Boise State's been a powerhouse for a long time as a Mountain West school. And then Air Force is very good this year. The Mountain West in general is pretty solid this year.
It's up.
Just top to bottom, yeah. Fresno State looks like a very good squad this year. So it'll be interesting to see I still think the Cowboys have a couple games that they're going to drop here or there, but they do have a friendly schedule. I believe they have Boise State at home, if I remember correctly. I think they have Air Force at home, if I remember correctly, as well. And those two teams are very good, and to have those games at home will be huge for the Wyoming Cowboys. They do need to get some health back a little bit, I think.
Up a little,
Andrew Peasley's been dealing with some stuff at the quarterback position, and I think this team only goes as high as long as he plays, gets to where they want to go if he plays. So once he gets back on the field, it'll be interesting to see where they finish, because like I said, I initially had them when I was first talking about them at the beginning of the year. I think I had them losing Texas Tech, Texas, and Appalachian State, which, that's that wasn't out of the realm of possibilities, obviously, and they showed up. I think that Texas Tech win really energized them for at least the rest of those non-conference games, and they came out and showed out in a lot of those games. It's the Texas game, it was 3 quarters worth of good football, and then, again, that last quarter they finally woke up. But New Mexico's a game they should win.
You know what? They have to win. This is a game they have to win.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a must, they got to win because it'll start league playoff with a home victory. You don't want to get beaten on by New Mexico because, not to disparage them too much, but it's not like they're the big dog coming in. But I'd like to see the Cowboys, get it rolling a little bit tomorrow and not play down as we were talking to your opponent's level and get after those guys tomorrow.
And New Mexico's been a pretty bad FBS team so far this year. They have not been very good, and it's a game that Wyoming should win. I think they're double-digit favorites the last time I checked. So that is a game that they should win. Now, speaking of double-digit favorites, they're not. I don't know why I said that, but the Broncos, they play on Sunday as well.
Oh.
It's the Toilet Bowl.
Oh, man.
Broncos-Bears. It's on TV. Don't know why. It shouldn't be on TV. It should be a Red Zone exclusive, They'll just show the scores every now and then.
It's just, sometimes NFL teams, you just can't figure them out.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bears are just bad.
They have
a quarterback that is really not playing very well.
He hasn't panned out there's still some believers in him, but
I think that list is getting shorter.
It's getting shorter by the week, it feels like.
And for the Broncos, obviously giving up 70 last week was just stunning. I was traveling, so I was listening to that game on the radio, and my goodness, that was brutal.
You heard 70, and you thought they messed up or something on the broadcast.
Well, when I finally got to it, it was a blowout, and then all of a sudden it was a touchdown, then another. I'm like 70.
Yeah.
And I thought and then when they said it was the most points since 1966, I thought, no kidding, because I'd never ever heard anybody score 70 in an NFL game. So that was shocking, and I think that. They're professional athletes and professional coaches. You got to have a little more pride than that.
Yeah.
Because, frankly, I watched some national pundits said they quit.
I mean.
And when somebody tells you quit, and maybe they did, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a tough moniker to put on an athlete if you say you quit.
It's hard to excuse giving up 70 against any team in the history of the NFL.
Even though Miami's good, but not 70.
No, nobody is 70 good.
No.
The Chiefs have never been 70 good. The Patriots have never been 70 good. You never expect 70 from anybody in the history of the NFL. And for that to happen, there has to be some very big ill-preparedness in my mind, or just something going wrong during the game that you weren't expecting. And as an NFL team, that's not something that should happen. You should be more prepared for games like that. And it was just, one team's hot in Miami, and the other is really feels like driving off a cliff right now in the Denver Broncos.
I know that, Sean Payton has never reminded me of a guy that was ever in a good mood.
Yeah.
He's kind of
right.
He's not gruff. He just doesn't smile much. And now he's really.
Oh, yeah. Now he's mad.
Oh, now he's,
Yeah.
I mean, his news conferences, especially the one after the game and the ones leading up to this Bears thing, oh, my goodness.
Right.
He looks like.
Wasn't happy.
Oh, no. I can only imagine what those meetings rooms were like.
Yeah.
The first couple of days they were back at Dove Valley. I bet it was just ugly.
Yeah, this whole week must have been a struggle for them in terms of practice.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing, too. Broncos, they got the Bears coming up. That they should win that game. Bears aren't very good either. And then they got the Jets coming up.
Yeah.
So those
they
are
have issues.
Two very winnable games. The Jets, that's a very, very good defense, and they'll probably struggle there, but their offense can't do anything, and the Bears have just been the Bears. So we can see a situation in where they walk away 2-3 in these next 2 weeks, and then who knows what we're saying after that.
Well, they're clearing the field, and the teams are ready to go. And the thing is, the Bronx are going to get the second half kickoff. This could be a big possession. I'm going to give you a couple more scores quickly. Middle of the third, Torrington leads Sun River 14-7. And again, Bighorn over Wheatland right now 28-14 in those games. And again, with all the passing in the first half, you knew it was going to be a slow tempo ball game, and it has been just that.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready to kick it off. So that will essentially conclude
the Powderhorn Halftime Show.
The Powderhorn Halftime Show. Thanks for letting me join in, Trev.
No, you let me join in. I should.
Yeah,
You're the host.
True. Right, yeah, that's true.
So thanks, James, and we'll get rolling here. And they just made a great announcement here. Kyler Mines gets a standing ovation from this crowd here. They're having a fundraiser tomorrow night. And East is going to have a fundraiser here for Kyler's cause. There's some signs put up over the Bronc locker room here at Oakley Blanchard Stadium. Really cool to see that. And now we get ready to start the second half, and Miller will boot it away. And it's a low line drive, and it will be returnable by Steele. He'll bring it up the middle of the field all by himself, gets into the clear. Oh, look out. At the 45-40. Now he's at midfield at the East 40. At the 30. Look out, he could go, and he does. Dane Steele, 99 yards for the touchdown. 99. It was a line drive kick that he jumped up and brought down, and 99 yards later, he's in the end zone. My goodness, it's the special teams for the Bronx just are stunning sometimes, James. Absolutely stunning. Wow. And now, after that 99-yard sprint, Dane Steele will hold for the extra point. Well, that didn't take long. We were just saying the Bronx needed to get the ball and get off to a good start. Didn't realize it was going to take 13 seconds and 99 yards to do it. Wow. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. With 13 seconds into the third quarter, it's the Sheridan Bronx 30, Cheyenne East 21 on the Rain scoreboard. You listen to the Bronx on KWY 1410 AM and 106.9 FM. Wow.
Wyoming Corporate Office is located at 30 North Gould Street in Sheridan, and they provide a myriad of services. What is a registered agent, you may ask? The real question is, what aren't they? Wyoming Corporate Office can assist you in forming your LLC or Wyoming-based corporation, provide mail forwarding service, and accept legal and financial documents, and so much more. Learn more today by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Another reminder, tomorrow you can watch the highlights of this ball game at SheridanMedia.com. Watch the highlights courtesy of our good friends at Century 21 BHJ in Sheridan and Johnson County. That'll be up online tomorrow morning. There's a big one right there, big highlight, 99-yard kick return by Dane Steele. Now Jackson and Hondell are back to receive this kick from Ty Gilbertson. High and short returnable. Hondell from his own 4 will hand the ball off to Jackson. The Bronx pin him in and will swarm him under inside the 15-yard line. Nice coverage by the kick team that time. So we're just getting started in the third quarter. The Bronx fire the first shot over the bow with a 99-yard kick return to start the third quarter from Dane Steele. And again, the kick was a hard line drive, and it looked like it was going to go through the back of the end zone, but Dane just jumped up and two-handed that thing right at the 1 and took it back. 1st and 10 for Cheyenne East from their own 14-yard line. Hayes keeps it himself, and nothing, no gain. 2nd and 10 coming from the 15-yard line for the T-Birds. Actually, they're going to give him a little bit. Let's give him a yard. 2nd and 9 for the T-Birds. Hayes this time to throw. Gets hit as he let it go, and it'll sail out of bounds. He took a big hit. Who got him? He had to get rid of it, and he felt that one. I think that was Beck Haswell, I think. I think Beck got in there again. So 3rd and 9 for the T-Birds at their own 16. And Hayes going to throw again. Under pressure, lets it go over the middle. Got a man. It's going to be caught for a first down. And that's going to be Jensen. So Jensen makes the catch at the 27-yard line. A gain of 12. So a fresh set of downs for the T-Birds. Quick toss this time to Jackson, trying to get outside. Maybe got a couple, maybe 3 or so. Not much. Actually, no gain. No gain on the play at all. He apparently was driven out of bounds or stepped out of bounds before that forward progress ended. Now Hayes will roll to the right. Throw on the run. Up and over the top. Incomplete. He was looking for Marich, but it was well overthrown. 3rd and 10 coming for Hayes, or for the T-Birds, and their quarterback Cam Hayes. 30-21 Bronx lead on the Reign scoreboard. And we're having a little stoppage here. I don't know. They need a football is what they needed, and they got one back. I think that ball had sailed so far over the Bronx bench they had to go find it. And now 3rd and 10. Hayes to throw again. Now Hayes will run. Now he gets hit, and he will be dropped at the 31-yard line. Alex Haswell finished him off. And there's some grumbling right now. There's some groaning going on in this crowd. There's a big contingent of Cheyenne East fans here. And there was a groan, an audible groan. 4th and 6 coming now for the T-Birds. They'll punt. Dane Steele. Cody Dunham back deep. On 4th and 6. Ball snapped over the punter's head, but he'll retrieve it and get it away. And the Bronx are going to have great field position. Oh, and it gets an east bounce. Oh, boy. Lucky, lucky, lucky. They're so lucky. That ball, that's about as ugly a punt as you can get it. It ends up at the Sheridan 31. That thing looked like, wow. That was ugly, but just when it hit the ground, you never know which way that ball's going to bounce. And they just took a big bounce forward. And obviously when it's on the ground, you can't go pick it up in traffic like that. So 1st and 10 Bronx on their own 31, so they'll hold on East's first drive of the second half. The Bronx, this will be the first time they've had the ball. The kickoff return for the touchdown. Now it's 1st and 10 Bronx at their own 31. 9:40 to play in the third quarter. Berrettini's going to go split out as wide receiver. Dane Steele will be the quarterback in this set. And Dane going to keep it, run to the short side of the field, trying to bounce outside. Breaks a tackle, then another, still on his feet, and he breaks another tackle, and he's taken out of bounds out at the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. They'll spot the ball at actually the 46-yard line. And then a penalty will be tacked on at the end of this. What are we going to get here? Oh, fast face mask. I thought there was possibly a face mask. I didn't see the flag fly. It was on. You could see Dane's head spin a little bit, and I wasn't sure, but I didn't see the flag because the play then got downfield, so they tack on an extra 5. So 1st and 10 Bronx at the East 49. East has just killed themselves with penalties. Boy, they've had a ton of them. My goodness. So 1st and 10 for the Bronx at the East 49. Clock running third quarter. Steele again will take the snap. Berrettini, and I was going to split out. Now he'll come back and take the snap. Now he'll split out. Now it'll be Dane at that quarterback spot. This time Steele's going to run to the right side, trying to get the corner. He does. Cuts back, and he will have another first down and more. Going to drag him down near the 20, 30-yard line. You talk about somebody running just with, I'll tell you what, Dane Steele came to play. And he's going to come off the field here for a play or two, it looks like. But my goodness. Running hard, not only making people miss, running through tackles. Wow. Clock continues to run under 9 minutes to play third quarter. Bronx still on the move. 1st and 10 at the East 30. Naida Geary in there at the running back spot for the Bronx. And Berrettini getting ready to take the snap. And they'll give it to Naid running to the left side. Maybe got a couple. And it will be a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 coming. From the 30, the actual line of scrimmage was the 31. So 2nd and 9 coming. And again, the ball spotted right on the east 30 as we've hit the 8-minute mark, third quarter. Bronx lead 30-21. And Taryn Grooms back in there at the running back spot. Made a guy run right by him and missed him. And he'll be upended right near the 24-yard line. Boy, a defender got through in a hurry and ran right past Taryn. Right past him. 3rd and 3, a gain of 7 for Grooms. And Taryn will stay in there in the backfield. Knight will also line it back there as the play comes in from the sidelines. And Knight will join a wide receiver group to that near side. He kind of lines up as a blocking back in front of Groomsy. 3rd and 3. Grooms gets it running to the right, lowers his head, runs into a wall. He's going to get the first down, I believe. Boy, did he slam in there hard and got just enough for the first down right at the 20-yard line, it looks like. And we're going to have an official stoppage here. They've killed the clock. Actually, they're going to say he is short of the 20. They want to take a look at it. Maybe he's going to be short. I think they're going to bring the chains out. We don't see this very often anymore. I think we saw it once in the opening game at Cheyenne Central. We saw the chains come out. And they're going to bring him out here for a measurement. I thought he got the 30. Initially, that's where the spot was, but it's outside the 20-yard line. I meant to say the 20-yard line, but it's more outside there. And they're going to stretch the chain, see if he got it. And he got it by just a couple inches. Hey, take it. First down for the Bronx, just outside the east 20. 7:56 to play, third quarter. Let's say the official that was, if you were watching the video, you saw him get hit on that late touchdown pass by East. It looked, I think it was one of those things where it looked worse than it was. Got his legs cut out from underneath him, but he popped right back up. He was okay. So, first down for the Bronx, just outside the 20-yard line of the T-Birds. Gary, the running back, in there with Berrettini in the backfield. And give it to Naid. Running to the left, not much there. Maybe got a yard, that'll be about it. So Naid gets, well, let's give him a couple. Have an injured player down on the field right now. Can't see who it is, one of our Sheridan Bronx. So we are going to take a timeout, and we'll come back with more. 2nd and 8 coming for the Bronx. When we come back, 6:29 to play, third quarter. Bronx lead 30-21 on the range scoreboard. You're listening to Bronx football on KWYO and 1410 AM and 106.9 FM and our live video web stream, SheridanMedia.com.
Camco Federal Credit Union was established in 1971, and in the years since, we have continued to take pride in caring for our community and its financial needs. When you open an account at Camco FCU, you aren't just a customer, you're a member, a part owner. We are staffed with a team ready to assist you.
Whether it's establishing or building credit, opening a savings account, or getting the benefits of our rewards checking, join Camco Federal Credit Union and become a part owner today. Camco Federal Credit Union, member NCUA and equal housing lender.
Camco Federal Credit Union was established in 1971, and in the years since, we have continued to take pride in caring for our community and its financial needs. When you open an account at Camco FCU, you aren't just a customer, you're a member, a part owner. We are staffed with a team ready to assist you.
Whether it's establishing or building credit, opening a savings account, or getting the benefits of our rewards checking, join Camco Federal Credit Union and become a part owner today. Camco Federal Credit Union, member NCUA and equal housing lender.
Dealing with bone and joint issues? Schedule a visit with Sheridan Orthopedic Associates. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons are experts in all aspects of orthopedics, focusing on sports injuries as well as joint problems from the feet, ankles, and knees to the spine and upper extremities.
This is Mariah Warren with Sheridan Physical Therapy, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Bronx getting ready to run the play. The injured player was Haida Carey. He's headed to the bench right now after that last run. Gain of 1, by the way. 2nd and 9 coming for the Bronx. Bronx will make a big shift here. Berrettini and Grooms in the backfield. Dom takes the snap, and he will hand it off to Taryn, and there's not a whole lot there. East all over that play. So that'll bring up 3rd and about 11, and going to lose a couple of yards here. So lost a couple. 3rd and 11 for the Bronx right here. The line of scrimmage is the East 22. Just out, in between the 21 and 22. We'll call it 3rd and 11. Bronx gets set, 3 wides to the near side. Reed by himself to the far side, and Dane Steele in the backfield right now for the Bronx. What are the chances number 3 gets the ball? Well, it's a good chance because he's going to line up and take the snap here, it looks like. So give it to Dane. Fakes and gets up the middle. Look out, he's headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Bronx. He's putting on a show. It's the Dane Steele show tonight. Big interception, 99-yard punt return, the big pass catch, another 19-yard run, and this one is going to cover 22 yards to extend the lead with 5:16 to play in the third quarter. And Ty Gilbertson on for the point after. A high snap. He did get the kick up, and he got it through with 5:16 left in the third quarter. On the range scoreboard, it's Sheridan 37, Chinese 21. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYL 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
Dealing with bone and joint issues? Schedule a visit with Sheridan Orthopedic Associates. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons are experts in all aspects of orthopedics, focusing on sports injuries as well as joint problems from the feet, ankles, and knees to the spine and upper extremities. After all, they've been providing the area with surgical excellence and outstanding patient care for almost 50 years. Learn more about Sheridan Orthopedic Associates online at SheridanOrtho.com.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, with the Bronx kicking off again. So Gilby ready to tee it up. Jackson and Hondell back deep to receive the kick. Bronx lead 37-21, and it is the Dane Steele show right now. Wow. He's putting on a show. And here's the kick from Gilbertson. And this one is going to be a touchback. So he kicked it into the end zone. And East, again, will have it at their own 20. Wow, wow, wow. I know that there was a play near the east sideline, so you probably could see it on the highlights tomorrow if you're watching. Somebody was saying something to Dane Steele. They were yakking at him, and I think Dane got a little upset because he looks like, okay, you want to talk? I'll go score a couple of touchdowns. Well, actually 4 to be exact tonight so far, but my goodness. It's long from over, though. It's a 37-21 ball game, and this team can score, in bunches. We know that. They've already done it. Hayes to throw. Got a man incomplete. Led him too far. He wanted Jensen. He had to lay out for it. The thing is, he has really got a good arm. But some of the passes tonight, some have sailed high. Others, he has just gunned it a little bit too much for those receivers to handle. And that time, Jensen wasn't going to get to it. He really had to lay out for it. 2nd and 10. Fake the give. Looking to throw, going to throw it underneath. It's going to be caught and close to a first down, maybe a yard shy. Jensen with the catch. Forced out of bounds at about the 3rd 29-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2. 3rd and 1, we'll call it. 3rd and 1 from the 29. 3rd and a yard, empty backfield. Going to throw underneath. Going to be caught by Jackson. One man misses, but the next guy doesn't. They'll level him, but he'll have the first down out across the 30 at the 33, 34-yard line. Bronc tacklers are arriving at the point of attack with bad intentions tonight. I can tell you that, my friends. Bad intentions. There is some hitting going on. 1st and 10 for East. They're going to spot it at the 34-yard line. Quarterback's going to keep it. Forget about it. You go nowhere. He didn't even get started before he was wrapped up. Outsinger made the stop. Just got his mitts around him, and that was it. This time, quarterback going to try to throw as he got tripped up, and it's going to be a complete pass. Our referee, I thought, was going to call him down. But again, there's no instant replay or anything. It'll be a first down for East. Hayes got tripped, was going down. I thought he was down before he flipped it. The official almost, our referee almost blew that dead. The arms came up, but he let it go. First down for East at their own 48. Give it to Jensen, a little jet sweep action. And not a whole lot there as he's driven back by 3 Broncs. I think no gain on the play at the 47-yard line. Second and 10 for East. 4 minutes to play, 3rd quarter clock running. Broncs lead 37-21. Setting up a screen pass. They do get it off, and Jackson will be tripped up. He'll cross midfield and be knocked down at the Bronc 48. Gain of about 5. So that'll bring up 3rd and 5 for East. And we've got another injured player on the field. It's one of the Sheridan Broncs. It's been one of those kind of games. We've had guys down on the field for both teams. It's just been a hard-hitting ball game. As they take a look at the injured player, we'll get a break. You're listening to the Broncs on KWYL 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
Farmers Co-op, home of the 99-cent soda, invites you to start your day off right with that first cup of Morning Joe and a little something to go from their awesome bakery rack. Then come back for lunch. By now, I know you've heard me talk about their mouth-watering sausages, but they also have a variety of hot and cold sandwiches along with a soup of the day. They really do have it all at Farmers Co-op, 1450 Coffeen Avenue in Sheridan.
At Sunlight Federal Credit Union, we know how important convenience, time, and flexibility are for you. That's why we've joined the Co-op Shared Branching Network, which gives you access to your account at over 5,600 branches across all 50 states. That's just one more way we make Sunlight Federal Credit Union your branch for your funds, no matter what you're doing or where you're at. Join Sunlight Federal Credit Union today and start experiencing the credit union difference.
Farmers Co-op, home of the 99-cent soda, invites you to start your day off right with that first cup of Morning Joe and a little something to go from their awesome bakery rack. Then come back for lunch. By now, I know you've heard me talk about their mouth-watering sausages, but they also have a variety of hot and cold sandwiches along with a soup of the day. They really do have it all at Farmers Co-op, 1450 Coffeen Avenue in Sheridan.
I'm Doug Hockett with Stiefel Investments, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. And injured player coming off under his own power was Eldinger. And they'll take a look at him on the sidelines. Can't speculate what that might have been, or type of injury or anything. And it is 3rd, and we're going to call it 6 for the T-Birds. Come out throwing, going to have a catch and a first down at the Bronc 41. Marriage makes the catch. 37-31 Broncs, leading it. 3:40 to play, 3rd quarter. Hayes to throw again. Dumps it off underneath. Immediate hit. Receiver goes down. A gain of 2. Jensen making the catch. Reed made the stop for the Bronx. He's had a good night tackling. A real good night. The Bronx have had a good tackling night, by the way, especially from those defensive backs and those linebackers. 2nd and 8. Hayes to throw again. Flushed out of the pocket, and he will go down after picking up a couple, and I think Alex Haswell got him. And Haswell's going to leave the game because his helmet came off, so you got to go off. So Haswell's helmet came off, so Alex will be on the sidelines here for a play or two. 3rd and 6. Hayes rolling left this time. He'll dump it off underneath. Caught by Jensen. He will be close to a first down near the Bronx 31. I think he's going to have it. Ben's on the spot, and well, he might be a little short. Let's see. Nope, it's going to be a first down. 1st and 10 for the T-Birds at the Bronx 31. Two and a half minutes to go. Clock running, 3rd quarter. Hayes again to throw with time. Dumps it off underneath, incomplete. Threw it behind his receiver. Low and behind him. Jensen, the intended receiver. 2nd and 10 coming. Clock stop now with 2:26 to go in the 3rd, and the Bronx leading at 37-21. Second and 10. Jensen will go in motion to the far side. Going to throw that way, but it'll go to a different receiver. It's going to be Marich, and he'll have a first down. Ball comes out, I think, but I think maybe East got it back. The ball did come out. They scrambled after it, but I think Sondell jumped on it. First down for East at the Bronx 19. Here they come again. Trying to get back in it. Hayes to throw. Lobs one in the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Overthrown. So that will stop the clock with 2:07 to play, 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10 coming for the T-Birds at the Bronx 19-yard line. And Hayes is ready to go again. Jackson in the backfield with him. Play's coming in late. T-Birds going to have to burn a timeout here? Nope, it's just the play coming in late. Taking him a while to get it in there. And here we go. Jackson goes in motion. And Hayes in trouble, and down he will go. And a big sack. Coming up, William Brooks and Haswell. They met right at the quarterback. Loss of about 3rd and 14 now coming for the T-Birds, but they're almost in automatic go territory from anywhere if they don't pick it up here. Late 3rd quarter. Going to throw it over the middle. Got a man. It's going to be caught, and it'll be a touchdown for Cheyenne East. So touchdown for the T-Birds, and that's going to cover 23 yards. And it looks like the T-Birds, they can line up and go for 2 here or not. Let's see what they want to do. They will go for 2. So the T-Birds go for 2. Hondell caught that touchdown, by the way. And they go for 2. At some point, they were going to have to try for 2 anyway. And they'll throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Threw it too hard. Quarterback took another big hit, but hey, all legal, no flag. Just a hard hit. I think Haswell got him. So, 2 points no good. The lead is 10. Minute 29 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's the Sheridan Bronx 37, Cheyenne East 27 on the Range scoreboard. You're listening to the Bronx on KWYL 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
At Sunlight Federal Credit Union, we know how important convenience, time, and flexibility are for you. That's why we've joined the Co-op Shared Branching Network, which gives you access to your account at over 5,600 branches across all 50 states. That's just one more way we make Sunlight Federal Credit Union your branch for your funds, no matter what you're doing or where you're at. Join Sunlight Federal Credit Union today and start experiencing the credit union difference.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back as we get ready to kick it off. Miller will kick it. The last time he kicked, he line drove it. And Dane Steele jumped straight up in the air and snagged that thing at the 1 yard line as it was going out of the back of the end zone and took it 99 for the score. And I have a sneaking hunch. The coaching staff said, son, you got to kick that thing away from him. But Dane Steele is putting on a show in this second half. He's had a great game. An interception return. He almost got that in for a score earlier that set up a touchdown. And here's the kick. And they're going to squib this bad boy. And it will be Dunham, but it's going to bounce over his head into the end zone for a touchback. Tough one to field. Just as he was about ready to scoop it, took that bounce right over his head, so the Bronx will have it on their own 20-yard line. Final score, Bighorn 35, Wheatland 14. Middle of the fourth quarter, Torrington 21, Tongue River 7. They've turned it over 4 times in that ball game, and that'll do it to you. 1st and 10 Bronx on their own 20, leading by 10. A minute 29 to go in the third quarter on the range scoreboard. So Dane Steele in the backfield, going to take the snap here. I think Taryn Grooms is with him. Bronx make a shift. So Dane will take the snap. And Dane's just going to go left. Groomsy will lead him. Dane lowers his head. Picks up about 4 or 5. Let's give him 5 to the 25, but a gain of 5 on first down. Looks like the same formation coming. Looks like Steele's going to stay in there at that quarterback spot. You know, it was always called the Wildcat when you had somebody else taking the snaps, but really, it's basically he's the quarterback, same formation. Dane just doesn't throw it very often. 2nd and 5 for the Bronx on their own 25. Under a minute to play, third quarter. Fake the give to Grooms. Dane trying to bounce outside. This time they got him. Picked up a couple. Somebody got him from the backside and tripped him up. That hasn't happened very often. Clock will continue to run. The Bronx are not going to be in a hurry. Now, different personnel group will come out onto the field. On 3rd and 4 for the Bronx on their own 26. And again, under 20 seconds now left in this third quarter. I think the Bronx would be happy just to run this out right here. I don't know if they can. See if they take the snap or not. They'll line up 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. There will not be a snap here. And they will call the delay of game with a second left. Oh, boy. Now, they waited a little bit too long. So that'll cost the Bronx 5 with 1 second left on the clock. And that cost them 5, so now it's going to be 3rd and 9. You know, that's about the only kind of goofy mistake the Bronx made tonight, but see if they can get 9 here. Excuse me, and move the chains. 1 second left in the third quarter. Final play of the third quarter coming. Empty backfield. Dane Steele will take the snap. And he's going to run left. There's not a whole lot of room there. Gets to the corner, lowers his head, will be taken out of bounds, but he's going to be short. It'll be 4th and about 3. As we head to the fourth quarter, Bronx lead by 10. You're listening to the Bronx on KWYL 1410 AM and 106.9 FM on our live video web stream, SheridanMedia.com.
Game day fever is here. Come show your support for the Sheridan Bronx football team at McGregor Steakhouse. Stop in pregame, postgame, or during for some delicious appetizers like the signature bacon bites, Wisconsin cheese curds, or wings. Raise your game day spirits with their handcrafted cocktails. Bring your fellow Bronx supporters, your loudest cheers, and make McGregor Steakhouse your game day destination. McGregor Steakhouse, the family-friendly steakhouse of Sheridan, 549 Midland Road.
Hi, I'm County Commissioner Christy Haswell, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back, everyone. It'll be fourth, and they're going to set the. I think they'll take a look at it again. But I thought he was about 3 yards short. And the Bronx will be punting. They had one fake punt already in the first half. They couldn't capitalize on it, though, and ended up turning it over. I can't imagine we're going to get a fake punt here. As Ty Gilbertson will do the punting. The line of scrimmage is the 27-yard line. We'll see if Gilby can get into one here. As we start the fourth quarter. Low snap, he'll haul it in and get it away. Fair catch called for and caught by Hundell. And East will have good field position at their own 38-yard line. 38-yard line. So 1st and 10 T-Birds coming from their own 38. Plenty of time left in this game as the T-Birds force a Bronx punt. And here come the T-Birds fresh off that touchdown drive to get closer. 37-27, Bronx lead it. And Hayes rolling to his right. Sets his feet, now he's in trouble, gets hit as he throws, incomplete. Beck Haswell got him. He held it, sometimes a quarterback takes hits like that because they hold the ball so long, and that time Hayes held a little bit too long, and Haswell got to him. Second and 10 for the T-Birds from their own 38. Going to throw to the outside this time, and it's going to be caught out there. It's Hundell, and he'll have a first down out across midfield. And actually, it was Bowman on the catch. 1st and 10 East at the Bronx 48. So 1st and 10 East at the Bronx 48. Hayes to throw again, short pass. It'll be caught out there by Jensen, and he will take the ball to closer to the first down. He got at least 9. And we got another player down right in front of the East bench. But I can't, it looks like it's an East player this time. That's getting up slow. So the teams head to the sidelines here. It looks like maybe it's, I don't know if it's a cramping issue or what. And we're just blocked out where we are. Don't have an angle to see who it is. 37-27 Bronx lead with 11:18 to play. After this road swing, Bronx are at home to take on the Casper Schools the next couple of weeks. That'll be nice. Get a couple of games at the stadium. Coming up tomorrow, again, we'll have the game highlights for you. It'll be up early tomorrow. Check SheridanMedia.com. That is sponsored by Century 21 BHJ in Sheridan and Johnson counties. That was Jensen who got up slowly after making that last catch. He's on his feet on the sidelines. So second and short coming. Second in the yard. The line of scrimmage inside, just inside the Bronx 40-yard line. Bronx bringing the heat, and it doesn't pay off. Pass is going to be completed, but the tackle made, but it'll still be a first down. Shondell made the catch, or Hondell made the catch on the stop Jackson Lynn. First down for East at the Bronx 35. 11 minutes to go, fourth quarter. And again, boy, we have seen some passing tonight, haven't we? Hayes flushed out of the pocket. Hayes grabbed, then he shook it loose, and now he's in the middle of the field running around before he's finally going to be taken down. And it'll be a first down inside the Bronx 25. So 1st and 10 for the T-Birds at the Bronx 24-yard line. Hayes to throw again over the middle. Incomplete. Threw it behind the receiver. That was dangerous. He threw it in. There was a bunch of white jerseys there. Good to see Jensen come back onto the field for the T-Birds after he was banged up there a little bit, but he's okay. 2nd and 10 T-Birds. From the 24-yard line of Easton, a flag flies. What do we got here? 2 flags fly. I didn't see. It's going to go against East. Somebody must have moved. Yep. Going to call it a false start on East. And the crowd just does not. They're voicing their disapproval of that. Disapproval is what I meant to say. Disapproval. So second and 15. Little bubble screen out to Jackson. Gets along the sidelines and will be taken out of bounds. He got 5 of it back, so 3rd and 10 coming for East at the Bronx 24. Lots of penalties against the T-Birds tonight. Man. Hayes rolling left this time to throw. Underneath, it's going to be caught. Oh, my goodness. Wow. 2 Bronx had a shot at it. I thought it was going to get picked off, and somehow it ended up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. 1st and goal. 1st and goal for East at the 9-yard line of the Bronx. We'll call it the 10. So 1st and goal to 10. This time on the run. They're going to give it around the end. Jackson gets upended at the 4. And a flag down at the 10-yard line. These people are going to go crazy if this is against East. They are going to absolutely lose their minds. And it's going against East. They are going to lose it. They have been penalized over and over again, holding East. Oh, the reaction wasn't too bad. There's a few people are owly about it. Now the boos start. 1st and goal for East at the Bronx 19-yard line. Hayes to throw. Hayes flushed out of the pocket, running right, and he'll stay on his feet at the 15-10, lower his head to the 10-yard line, so it'll be 2nd goal from the 10. Nice run by the quarterback that time. Bronx had him hemmed in, but he was able to kind of scoot down that sideline. And back to the original line of scrimmage, 2nd and goal for East at the Bronx 9. Or, excuse me, at the Bronx 14-yard line. So he didn't quite get back to the original line of scrimmage. My fault, looking at the field wrong. 2nd and goal from the 14. So from the 14-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. Fake the give. Under pressure. Chasm man caught. It's Jackson. He's going to be tripped up at about the 12. Boy, that play looked promising, but the Bronx got to him and tripped him up. As soon as he caught it, it looked like there was room, but boy, the Bronx defense closed in a hurry. 3rd and goal now for the T-Birds from the Bronx 13-yard line, a gain of 1 on that last play. So 3rd and goal from the 13. 9:45 to play in the ball game. Bronx lead 37-27 on the range scoreboard. Hayes rolling right this time. Hayes in trouble, spins back to the left. Still looking. Now he's going to gun it, and it's going to be caught at the 10 by Marich. Clock continues to run, but what do? It's 4th and goal now from the 10-yard line of the Bronx. Well, they got to go for the touch. No, they're going to try a field goal. Well, makes it a 1-score game that way. It'll be a chip shot field goal. a shorty of 26 yards. Hash mark on the right. And the field goal is on its way, and it is whistled up there. Good, just got it through. Bowman got the field goal. And that makes it 37-30. Bronx lead it here in the fourth quarter with 8:56 to go. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYL 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
At WearingSheridan.com, you can see most every vehicle on their lot. In fact, you can see about 25 different photos of every vehicle. You can request information on the vehicle you're interested in. You can fill out a credit application, even schedule service work. Check it out, WearingSheridan.com, and experience the Wearing way of buying vehicles. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. WearingSheridan.com. Bookmark it. Full-service dealership at 107 East Alger, WearingSheridan.com.
Hi, this is Ken Balkenbush with Prime Rate Motors and Super Trailer Store, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, the turnovers got to the Tongue River Eagles. They lose to Torrington 21-7, but they turned it over a bunch. Bighorn wins tonight at Wheatland. And now the T-Birds ready to kick it away. Steele and Dunham will stand at the 5-yard line. 37-30 Bronx lead by a touchdown now, as he's getting themselves back in this with plenty of time left here in the fourth quarter. 8:56 to go. And Miller to boot it. A low kick, and it's going to be Steele. 15, 20, 25 in a rugby scrum, goes down to the 29-yard line. Good return. Wasn't a whole lot of room to operate there. Get what you can get. So here comes the Bronx offense back on the field. They lead it by a touchdown now, 37-30. 8:50 to go. Fourth quarter. And Dane Steele will take snaps here. Waiting for the play to come in for the sideline. So 1st and 10 Bronx at their own 29. Boy, they're taking their time here. Getting this play and going to have to hustle. Steele to take the snap. Bring a man in motion. Get the play off. Dane will keep it stumble. Now gathers his feet and will pick up about 3 or 4. Kind of had trouble getting out of the gate there. Kind of spun the wheels a little bit, but kind of regained his balance. And the ball will be spotted at the 34. Still got 5. At least we'll say one thing about the wind here in Cheyenne. At least it wasn't relentless tonight. It did lighten up, but it's still chilly. Berrettini back in the ball game. Going to give it to Taryn Grooms. Taryn will bring the ball forward. It's going to be maybe a yard shy of a first down here. It'll be 3rd and short for the Bronx. Give the Bronx, keep the ball on the ground here a little bit. Try to burn as much time possible off that clock as you can. Eat it up. And then maybe you hit something big. This has been one of the best ball games I've seen in a while. It's been a good one. It has been entertaining. It's had a little bit of everything, too. This time, Steele's going to go under center, and he will keep it. Little quarterback keeper, and he'll have plenty. He'll take it across I was going to spot him down at the 40-yard line, maybe the 41-yard line. So he'll get to the 41-yard line. The Bronx have a first down. And the clock will continue to run. Again, Dane taking the snaps here. 1st and 10 for the Bronx on their own 41. Taryn Grooms in the backfield with Steele. The teams now, for the final 7 minutes of this ball game, have full complement of timeouts. And Steele will take the snap. Keeping himself, there's nothing there. Nothing. Got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That T-Bird defensive front did a good job of kind of blowing that one up. So no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 coming for the Bronx.
Thunderbird fans, East High Volleyball defeating Sheridan in 3 straight sets.
The switch is made. Dominic Berrettini, excuse me, Dom back in there at the quarterback spot. Play comes in the sidelines. Again, the Bronx might have to burn a timeout here instead of taking the penalty, and they have to. They'll burn the timeout, just take a little bit too long, and we'll get a timeout as well. 6:19 to play here in the fourth quarter. Bronx lead 37-30 on the Range scoreboard. You're listening to the Bronx on KWYL, 1410 AM, 106.9 FM.
At First Northern Bank of Wyoming, we appreciate our veterans. Homes can be dreams. That's why we proudly offer VA home loans with our heroes' dreams in mind. Hi, this is Cheyenne Panetta, mortgage loan originator at First Northern Bank of Wyoming. Our VA home loans are underwritten locally and allow for no down payment and no monthly mortgage insurance. Come see our local mortgage experts to help you every step of the way. We are in the Exchange Building located at 36 North Gould Street, or call us at 673-HOME to get started today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 197407.
Hi, this is Jeff Tomlinson with Stiefel Financial, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Trevor Jackson with you. James Timberlake is with us tonight as well. James handling our video web stream at SheridanMedia.com. And a reminder, tomorrow you'll be able to watch the highlights of tonight's game. Tomorrow, brought to you by Century 21 BHJ of Sheridan and Johnson County. Coming up, we'll have our post-game show presented by First Federal Bank and Trust with head coach Jeff Mowry. Here we go. 2nd and 10 for the Bronx from their own 41. And it will be Dane Steele back in there, taking the snaps. And he's going to throw. Has a man. It's Beck Haswell. He's got it at the 30 and taken down at the 27-yard line. I told you didn't throw much. There's kind of a reason. It ain't pretty. But Beck was running alone and hauls it in, and the pass was right on the money. So they caught him. You know, that you run, you line him up there again, you're going to run, and then you pop it over the top. Haswell was the only receiver that went out that time. It was a great play fake with a run, and then Dane just hauled it back and lobbed it over the top. First down for the Bronx at the 27-yard line of Cheyenne East with 6 minutes, 11 seconds on the clock. Bronx lead by a touchdown. Steele again, bad snap. He'll pick it up and gets away, and he's taken down at the 23-yard line. Oh, my goodness. That ball's on the ground. He picked it up, and it looked like he was just going to get smothered, and he got away. And he picks up not about 4 or 5. We'll give him 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming for the Bronx. The ball at the 22-yard line of Cheyenne East. That looked like it was destined for at least a loss in the play. Maybe he gets back to the line of scrimmage if he was lucky. And somehow he got out of it. But Dane has had a whopper tonight. What a game. And he'll take another snap. This time running right. Great block from Taryn Grooms. He gets to the outside at the 10. 5, dives, and it's coming back. We're going to get a hold. Oh, shoot, he got into the end zone, too, and it's coming back. Taryn Grooms threw a block that was just outstanding. He just cratered the whole side there and allowed Dane to turn the corner, but we're going to get a holding here where that flag flew. That's a shame because Taryn Grooms threw an outstanding block that really kick-started that play, and then the holding came. Looks like it'd be a spot foul from about the 12-yard line. Well, at least it was downfield far enough, so it doesn't cost them a ton. It actually cost them nothing. It'll still be 2nd down. 2nd and 5. But Taryn Grooms, that was quite a ball. I don't know who it was, if it was linebacker or defensive end, but Taryn smoked him. And as soon as he threw the block, Dane was around the corner. Wow. 2nd and 5 for the Bronx. 22-yard line of East. same play. He gets loose again, and he will be upended. This time Dane will have a first down, I believe, near the 11-yard line. He's inside the 12. It'll be a first down. And Bronc first down at the 11-yard line of Cheyenne East. 5:09 to play. Broncs lead 37-30. It's Dane Steele's ball game now. He has had quite a night, a great second half. Interception tonight. Caught a long touchdown pass. Had the kick, 99-yard kickoff return. Wow. Couple of long touchdown runs. It's 1st and 10 for the Broncs on the 16-yard line. I said the 11. I'm sorry. It's the 16-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout called again by the Broncs. I think. Did the Broncs want a timeout, or what's happening here? I guess our referee's going to tell us if there was a flag or what. Not sure. The Bronc coaches were walking onto the field, so I thought they'd called the timeout because I heard a whistle. And okay, they want the clock reset to 5 minutes and 9 seconds. It was down to 4:51, so apparently one of our ref officials saw the clock was still running when it shouldn't have been. And here we go. 1st and 10 Broncs on the 22-yard line of Cheyenne East. Broncs just letting that clock run. Crowd doesn't like it. That's football, baby. You got the lead. You dictate the pace of play. Here's the 1st and 10. Same play. Steele going around the right side. He's at the 10. Still fighting for yardage near the 8-yard line. Dane Steele, by the way, is listed as 5'11" and 180. He's not 180. There's no way he's 180. But I'll tell you what, he runs like he's about 180. He is strong. That's a pickup of 9. 2nd and 1 for the Broncs. Now inside the 10-yard line at the 8 of Cheyenne East. The kid is strong. And he's just not being denied tonight. I know there was a little chipping going on here in the second half, and now Steele will go under center, and he'll just get a big push on that offensive line, and it looks like he'll have the first down. So it'll be 1st and goal Broncs at about the 6-yard line of East. But again, the clock continues to run. So 1st and goal for the Broncs at the East 7 is where they spot the ball. Now, if you lead, you get to dictate how the game goes. And that's what the Broncs have done. And now Dane's walking over toward the Broncs sidelines. Now he's ready to go. Comes back on. He's going to sleep really well tonight, by the way. He's had a lot of touches. So 1st and goal from the East 7. Broncs again, letting that clock run as much as they possibly can. Dane's watching that back judge. He'll start his countdown, and he'll take the snap. This time they're going to run to the left. Steele at the 5, and he's down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Just couldn't quite get in there. But again, the clock will continue to run. 2nd and goal now for the Broncs from the East 1-yard line. And I think in a lot of ways that the East fans are stunned, obviously. Their team was undefeated coming in. They boat raced everybody. The Bronc fans might be a little stunned too, but Broncs have boat raced a couple as well. But what a matchup tonight, these two. These two teams have separated themselves from the rest of the field by far tonight. By far. Steele under center at the 1-yard line. On 2nd and goal, push forward, and they'll push him into the end zone. He's in. Dane Steele has another touchdown, and the Broncs will go up by 13. And the fans are starting to jump ship right now. A lot of the East folks, maybe have they seen it? I don't know. I don't know if I'd leave. 2:58 left. Dane Steele from a yard out. And Gilby on for the point after. So Dane scored all 3 touchdowns here in the second half for the Broncs. And he's got 3, 4, 5 touchdowns tonight. What a night. And Gilby's extra point attempt coming. Of course, Dane will hold it. Kick is up, and it is knocked right down the middle. With 2:58 to play on the range scoreboard, it's Sheridan 44, Cheyenne's 30. You're listening to the Bronx on KWYL 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
Are you ready to turn a page on your career? McDonald's restaurants in Sheridan have an exciting opportunity. McDonald's is on the lookout for a dynamic full-time shift manager to lead the team, starting at an impressive $21 per hour. This open-to-closed position, including weekends, offers stability and opportunities for advancement. This shift manager position has a starting pay of $21 per hour. Visit McHire.com to submit your application online or drop by any McDonald's location in Sheridan to pick up an application.
Hello, this is Benton Johnson with Sheridan Motor, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, Dane gets his 5th touchdown of the night. A kickoff return of 99 yards, a reception of 62 yards, a 1-yard run, a 19-yard run. I don't remember what the other one was. Oh, a 22-yard run. Yeah. Whew. What a night for number 3. Gilby to boot it away. A hard line drive, bounces, and not returnable. So just 2:58 to go. The Bronx have a 2-score lead, but it ain't over. Not the way this team can go up and down the field. So Cheyenne East will take over on their own 20. 2:58 to go. They've got 2 timeouts left. Or they have all their timeouts, excuse me. Now they can get up down the field quickly. So Hayes will have his arm in ice, I'm sure, after this game. He's thrown a ton. He's going to throw again down the middle of the field. Got a man wide open. And it's a big one. It's Jackson. They'll run him down inside the Bronx 40. Wow. So those, what did I say? Famous last words. First down for East at the Bronx 38. Again, they do all the timeouts. I mean, the crowd is really leaving for Cheyenne East. They might have been premature here. Another completed pass. Jackson has it. He'll just go down and not take the hit. He'll slide down at the 26-yard line. It'll be enough for a first down. I don't blame him for going down like that. Smart play. He's taken a lot of hits tonight. I don't think he wanted to necessarily take that one because they were coming. And he just slid. Empty backfield again for Hayes. Still plenty of time left. They got all their timeouts, and here they come. Hayes over the middle. Got a man caught. It's Jackson again down at the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for East at the 10-yard line. Well, that didn't take too long. Now 2:14 to play, clock running here in the 4th quarter. 44-30 Bronx lead on the range scoreboard, but here come the T-Birds. They've got it 1st and goal to 10. Hayes to throw again. Looks over the middle. Now flushed out of the pocket to his right. Still holding it, and then will be taken out of bounds. He'll lose a couple of yards. Take him out at about the 12. And did the right thing, get out of bounds. He wasn't going anywhere, so actually a loss of 3 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and goal from the 13. Hayes looking, under pressure, gets out of it. Oh, they almost had him. Now he'll unload it down the middle of the field. It's going to be caught at about the 5-yard line, will be forward progress. And 3rd and goal now coming from the 5-yard line for East. Marriage caught that one. Somebody came in hard and just missed him in the backfield. So 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line for the T-Birds. Under a minute and a half to play. And it's going to be blown dead. Flags fly. I think somebody got a head start for East. They have been penalized. I can't wait to see the stats on the penalty line. It's got to be brutal for the T-Birds. My goodness. Yeah, false start. Somebody got a little anxious. But, boy, they have been penalized. Woo, boy. It has been ugly. And it's been all kinds of penalties. There's been a couple of personal fouls and holding and false starts and offsides and just, wow. So 3rd and goal now from the 10-yard line for East. Clock running, 1:20 to go. Hayes looking. Hayes unloads it, and it's going to be caught, and it is a touchdown, I believe. Yep, it is. Are they going to call it? Nope, they're going to call it a catch at the 1. Did not get across. Oh, the fans are going crazy because the clock will continue to run. 4th and goal from the 1. Quarterback will sneak it in. I think Hayes will get it across. He does. So Hayes will get it in on the 1-yard run. The fans that did stay are just not happy. So with 1:08 to play, decision time for the T-Birds. Hayes gets the 1-yard run. The onside kick here with 1:08 to go. You got all your timeouts left. So the point after coming. With 1:08 to go. They're still in it. Here's the extra point. Up and good. With 1:08 to play in the ball game. It's the Sheridan Bronx 44, Cheyenne East 37. You're listening to the Bronx on KWYL 1410 AM and 106.9 FM.
Hi, this is Elizabeth.
And JT with EBA Hearing and Sound. Hearing well is living well, and we're here to help.
Not only are we able to provide premier hearing aid technology with Bluetooth and AI, but we can address the environment in which you are hearing.
Our sound consultation services tailor solutions to fit your needs. Whether at work, at church, or at home, if you're struggling to hear, we can help.
Call EBA Hearing and Sound today, 674-8920. That's 674-8920.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Kind of did turn into a shootout a little bit, didn't it? It did after that first quarter. It didn't look like it was going to. But it did turn into a shootout tonight. 44-37 Bronx. Bronx expecting an onside kick here, it looks like. Or some kind of a pooch kick or something. You got your field goal kicker out there right now, Bowman. So they're going to do something here where obviously they're not going to kick it away, so they're going to try for it here. 1:08 to go. Bronx need to get their mitts on this thing. And here it is, onside kick. And the Bronx have it. It went to 10 yards, but the Bronx covered it. Beck Haswell covered it for the Bronx. So the T-Birds can blow some timeouts here, try to prolong the game as long as they can, but 1:08 to go with the Bronx leading by a touchdown, 44-37 on the range score. But again, big thank you tonight to the Powderhorn. They sponsor our starting lineups on our video web feed, also sponsors of our halftime show, the Powderhorn Play Where You Live, and of course our great sponsor in our pre- and post-game show, First Federal Bank and Trust, and then our highlight show sponsor, Century 21 BHJ in Sheridan and Johnson counties. All the highlights will be online tomorrow. Put that package together for you to watch. Dane Steele will take the snap. He's going to run to the right. And Dane will be close to a first down. Picks up about 8 or 9. And East quickly calls a timeout. So we'll just see where they spot this thing. So a gain of 9. And the T-Birds again burn the timeout with 1:02 to go. But again, if you give up first downs, it doesn't really help your cause too much because you can burn all the timeouts you want. But the best formation the Bronx can have, I maintain, is victory formation. And hopefully we'll see victory formation tonight. That would be nice at the end of this game, but what a victory. The Bronx have had some big ones over the years. We know that. There have been some big games. There's been a couple upsets here and there. And you can put this one right up there with some of those games that the Bronx have won big. Or I don't know if you could really call it an upset. I don't think you can, because if the Bronx do win this ball game, they came to this place against this team. And again, our coaching staff and our players very complimentary of Cheyenne East and their ball club. You come here and you go toe-to-toe with these guys, if you come out of here with a win, That's big. So 2nd and a yard for the Bronx at the East 42. And they're going to be going after the ball. You know that for sure. Steele will go up under center. And now he will step back, and the play will come in for the sidelines. So now he'll go back into that shotgun formation. Now he will step back up under center. There's the snap, and he will jump forward, and it's going to be close. The clock will be stopped with 56 seconds to play on the clock as East burned the timeout. And I don't think he got there. I don't see the ball where it's spot. I don't think he did. So no gain, it looks like. So it'll be 3rd and a yard. If he moved the ball, he might have moved it a half a yard maybe. So it'll be 3rd down. And again, the timeout's been called. Finally, and one more timeout, I think, for East. And we'll just keep it right here for now. But again, the Bronx at home on the Turner County Kelly Walsh coming up the next couple of weeks. Nice to be at home for a couple of weeks. Seems like we've been on the road a lot this season. Well, we went to Laramie. We've come to Cheyenne twice. That makes it a long, long road trip season. And if you can come down here 3 times and get 3 wins, that's pretty special. It's not over yet. Bronx need get a first down here, and they can go into victory formation. Get the first down. So 56 seconds to go. And Steele again under center. Going to get the big push again, and this time they do move the pile. He'll have the first down, and that should just about do it. East, they'll set the ball, move the chains, and the clock will start. And I guess East could call that final timeout, and they will. Yep, they'll call the timeout right here. So that's it. They're out of timeouts. So there's not a whole lot that they can do. So I think the Bronx can take a knee twice, and this bad boy's over. I think we're going to see victory formation here, and then if we see that, only thing left is handshakes. Wow. Special ball game. Glad to be part of it. I know James enjoyed it. These are fun to watch live. Big time. James bringing us all the video web stream tonight. And again, we were the outsiders tonight too. But you know, it worked out okay. Could have been worse. Could have been raining. You know? Or something like that. Or snowing, yeah. So 1st and 10 for the Bronx at the 39-yard line of Cheyenne East. They cannot stop the clock any longer. And the Bronx go into victory formation. They'll take 2 knees, and I think 2? Yeah, they might have to take another snap here, and that'll be it. So here's your victory formation snap number 1. And Dominic Berrettini. Dom back in there in the victory formation, takes the snap, takes the knee. And they set the ball. We're going to have to do it one more time. And the ball game will be over, and your final score is going to be Bronx 44, East 37. There's the final snap of your ball game. What a game these two teams put on. Wow. 44-37 Bronx on the Range scoreboard, your final. And these two undefeateds put on an undefeated show tonight, didn't they? Wow. What a ball game. What a ball game. And the Bronx come out on top. There was a little bit of everything in this. Interceptions, big returns, a kickoff return, all kinds of crazy stuff. And Dane Steele had one heck of a night as the Bronx come away with the victory. Coming up, we'll have the post-game show presented by First Federal Bank and Trust, and we'll hear from Bronx head coach Jeff Mowry. That's coming up, so stick around for that. And again, all the highlights will be put together in a package for you that you can watch tomorrow at SheridanMedia.com. And that is brought to you by Century 21 BHJ Realty in Sheridan and Johnson County. We'll get a break. Coach's interview coming up shortly. Stick around.
Planning a project that requires block, brick, or stone? You need to contact the folks at Thompson Master Masons. They have the largest selection of brick and stone in town and 38 years of experience behind their work. Chances are, if it can be done, they've done it. Let Thompson's help you choose the best application for your specific project, residential or commercial. Give Thompson Master Masons a call, 672-7971, or stop by their showroom at 135 East 11th Street.
Rooting for the home team is the Wyoming way, and the banks of Buffalo, Gillette, and Sheridan are the 3